Welcome back to Song of the Nameless, session 11, entitled To the Winds. Last session, the group heroically defeated the Nameless, and then in the interim time thereafter, returned to Ordris, performed some tasks regarding preparing themselves for the next step of their endeavors. They did find some material regarding their goal, which is that of the secrets of the Storm Herald, and they wish to continue with the lore that they found in that space. They decided last session that they would be making their way towards what has been identified as the Winds location. Um, that's the name of the episode. So that said, I just leave it to you. You've made your purchases, you've done your things. There probably isn't too much more that you're wanting to do in the city. So I've already went ahead and placed you on the hex outside of, why is it not flash pinging? The hex outside of, what is happening? Oh, you silly goose. 1 second. Do 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 do. Yeah. Yeah, perfect. So yeah, you are located there outside the city of Ordris. You can move a number of hexes dependent on the terrain you're moving on. If you're moving on roads, you can move a total of 5 hexes today per day. You've already moved 1 hex on a road, um, so we're counting that as kind of a halfsies on the exit out of Ordris. Um, you can move 4 on plains. You can move 3 in more treacherous terrain, unless you have someone who has favored terrain for the location, um, be it forest or mountain or what have you. So, I guess just planning wise, remembering that it took about a day to get to Boyukya Kurku, um, it'll probably take you about the same to get to Lake Orders again. No problems there. Um, and yeah, there's no real direct route off the back of Ordris unless you want to try and argue for one that may exist in setting. Um, Otherwise, you're walking down the mountain like everyone else. I leave the table to you, folks. Is everybody hearing me okay?
Yeah, I have a
Okay,
question.
shoot.
And this is just for my, oh God,
This is just for my oh god. It's a compliment to me, I guess. I assumed there was sneezing happening. I'm just doing a dorky thing.
oh my God, I'm sorry, my allergies.
It's okay.
For next time that we're back in the city, can we buy residuum?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's 1 gold per ounce. And yeah, if you want to transmute your coin into residuum, it's lighter um, to carry. You can't typically buy stuff with it like currency, but if you're planning on utilizing it for um, building stuff, it's probably a smarter way to go carrying wise.
Alright, what are we doing? I'm sorry.
Okay. I believe Gijo's
Hmm.
sneezing their head off. Um, Everyone else is thinking about how they're going to be traveling towards the Winds, which is the location on the top there of the island.
Yeah.
That's where you gotta go, and you can travel a total of 5 day or 5 hexes per day on a road. You can travel 4 hexes per day on the plains, which is the light green, and then 3 for every other piece of terrain. So hills, mountains, those will take 2, or those will take a bit more, unless you have favored terrain for hills,
Forest.
mountains, forest. So in the forest, you'll be moving 4 instead of 3.
Forest and I think ocean or some shit. I don't know.
Okay, so yeah, just think
Every
on how.
train's my favorite.
What? Well, it's like a special feature, but yeah.
No, I know. I'm just messing with you.
Right.
So can we move this way, or do we have to go down that road
You
first?
you can do as you like. Like I was saying though, the mountain hexes and the hill hexes, since you don't have someone whose favorite train, are
The
effectively
three.
limiting you. Yeah. So you don't gain an extra like if you move in that space, you're dropped to the lower number. So
Okay.
since you're
So if we
moving
can,
through mountains in that direction you just showed, it would be 3 to get to here, and then you would be able to move 2, 3, 4 to get to the same place you camped last time, and then you're just basically taking 1 hex to go across the lake um, to return to Boyukia, but Kirku. But you don't have to go that way. If you want to go through the mountain, through the hills, it's fine too.
if we can get to the forest, I have favorite train there, right? Would that
Hmm.
count?
Yeah. So, but again, only if you're moving through forests primarily. So,
Yeah,
since you're moving through mountains primarily, it's still just going to be the 3 hexes.
that's fine.
Yep.
So it takes us a day to get to the forest.
Yeah, it would take you a day to get to this location if you go by the way I believe Jijo highlighted. And then for those 3 hexes, I'll need rolls of d20s from you, the party. Choose your representative. You don't have to all put it all on one person's, bag. Could be multiple people rolling. I just need a total of 3 d20s rolled.
I will do one.
Okay.
Ooh,
Okay. And one more.
oof.
All right.
Ignore mine.
Well, no, you rolled first, so
Well, yeah, but
I'll
I've
go with
tried
the
to
rest of
roll
the
the
shot.
third time.
Gotcha.
Just beat me.
Okay, for the first hex, everybody go ahead and roll a perception check. You're moving through the mountains, kind of keeping on the low ends of the mountains near where the scree meets the hills. Um, Basically, where the broken parts of the mountain that fall off of it are kind of piled into the hilly areas. Okay, Scarin, keeping kind of abreast of them and keeping a bit to flight, you do notice that further down the way, like kind of in your path um, near the lake, there does appear to be a strange kind of outcropping of sandy rock. And from what you can see from this vantage point, it almost looks like there are people kind of like in that alcove, kind of just lingering about. So this would be some distance away. This will be in your next hex, but um, kind of like lower in the hills, like at the base of the mountain. Um, yeah, if that makes sense. It just looks like there are folk that are kind of about there. And since you rolled an 18, you'd have to venture closer to get more of an idea of what they kind of look like. What you can tell from here is it does look like parts of their garb are kind of a bright purple.
Ooh. Would I be able to scout ahead?
You certainly can, but that would definitely open you up to possible rift wars
Do
without them.
do you scout ahead without saying anything?
No, no. I would definitely come back, say, hey, look, there might be some people wearing bright purple down over there. Do we want to meet them as a group? I could try to scout it.
Let me look first. Pulls the mechanical hawk out of the extra dimensional space and
Okay.
That
uses
makes
the
sense.
familiar to fly.
Okay.
Rather have this thing broken than you.
Yeah, so if you fly it over there and are kind of like locked into it, view wise, what you'd end up seeing is I'm going to just move us to the map so you can see. But this is the area I had mentioned, kind of a sandy little outcropping settled in the mountain. Um, and you can see that it looks like they're kind of defending some sort of cave. With the homunculus go ahead and give me, or sorry, not homunculus, with the
Raptor.
the raptor, the Amblerot raptor. Go ahead and give me a stealth check.
Sneaky burb.
Okay, so it doesn't seem like these individuals who are on guard notice you, or notice the bird rather, in your view. It definitely looks like these folk are kind of armed to the teeth. They do very much resemble the checkered scarves that you know, were friends with. However, their hoods are kind of like a deep, bright purple, and they have purple kind of all throughout their garb as well. Based on what you've been informed regarding the Fellhood's attire, it does look like they are that. And to answer a question from the chat, no, the Amblerot raptor is a small clockwork bird that he found and was able to effectively connect with via the Find Familiar spell. But yeah, you see that with your robot bird, and you see that they are more than likely Fellhoods.
Yeah, and so as soon as Tommel recognizes that out loud to the people around him, says, "Oh, looks like Fellhoods. Yep, I count 4. Looks like they're guarding an entrance to a cave."
You'd also note that they are armed to the teeth compared to the checkered scarves. It looks like they have the two in the back have what are known as Atavian crossbows. So an Atavian crossbow is basically kind of a pneumatic mechanical crossbow that fires much more high-powered shot than a typical heavy crossbow. But it would be in that same category. And then the two that are up front look like they have firearms.
Yeah, definitely not going to be an easy fight.
That's to say nothing about who's inside.
Mm-hmm. Those are just the 4 outside on guard. You want me to try and sneak in?
You can certainly try.
That, or we could just avoid the situation altogether. I mean, frankly, it's not our concern what the Fellhoods do outside the city.
To be honest, it's that'd be my vote.
They haven't noticed us yet. I think we should be able to move past them without being noticed.
I'm gonna do my best Johnny impersonation here. Hold on. What about that? What about Asai?
Hey, Miss Johnny.
He's doing a thing. He'll be back next week.
Her baby.
Tommel's eyes are still like upturned in his head, and he just shrugs. Like, oh, okay.
Not my wand.
Oh, that's weird to think about. Like, okay, so sure, you're anthropomorphic rabbit, and rabbits kind of have like the monochrome eye, right? Like, if you roll your eye, can anyone tell? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like-
rabbits have a
Could be
white
able
They have
tip to their
pupils,
eye.
Yeah.
and they have whites, like in the
Oh.
very corner, just like dogs.
I don't know. I just don't mess with. I thought it was just like a single color.
They just squint their eyes a lot.
Well,
Well, the albinos look like they have the
Red
single
eyes.
color. Yeah.
no.
But
Okay.
rabbits thump when they're mad, right?
Oh, rabbit
Yeah.
eyeballs are super weird.
I'm not googling it.
Google goat eyeballs.
I'm not googling that either. What I am
Wow.
doing is we have a me vote from NPC station, and it's a presumptive vote based on DM knowledge of a character, but obviously Syndrix would be
Mhm.
interested.
Yeah, and in character, Tommel doesn't care. Tommel is interested in the lore and the mission. Asai, fuck him. Like,
Mhm.
I'd rather not deal with him if I have to.
I'll say Sarah is slightly interested, but then she's like, oh, that looks like too much work. Maybe not.
You can always come back.
Yeah.
We could also try and draw them out. Maybe just take on a smaller group at a time instead of rushing the defended entrance. I mean, there's other ways to skin a cat, they say.
Just shifted my music back to calm. That's fine.
Well, with no confirmation of a size, she doesn't want to put the group in jeopardy for sure.
Yeah, you don't even know if they're in there or not.
Yeah, so I'm like,
Okay, if you want me to go in and confirm, I could do that. I'm just concerned about losing the raptor, you know?
oh,
I
that's
I think it will be important to keep the raptor and not have it be lost.
Mhm.
Let's mark this place on our map. We can inform the council of Felhood activity next time we're back in Ordris.
We can send a note now at the raptor.
It probably would be able to catch you back up if you keep moving.
Okay.
Because you're limiting their movement. You can't
Right.
move around. They have to, like, carry you.
Nice.
Oh, I have Phantom Steed now.
What is it? What does
I
it
should
look
be
like?
able to
This is very
ritual
interesting.
cast a Phantom Steed.
Well, it only allows you to go out a mile, right? It's not indefinite.
Oh, you mean the familiar?
Yeah. Yeah,
Only if I'm
Yeah.
like in its thing.
Right.
Doesn't it still just act as like a bird if I command it like to carry a message back to Ordris?
yeah, right,
Can
right. What I'm
can I
saying
not-
is it won't be able to return to you.
Yeah. So we'll be without the familiar for the remainder of the journey, I guess.
If you want to send it, I think that Jijo was making the case
Yeah.
that you should keep
We
it,
should.
though.
Yeah, that's fair.
That fair to say, Jijo?
Yeah, I'm open to any opposition. I mean, if someone thinks it's really important that we get that message back to the council,
No, it's. I mean, I don't know.
Do
I
we
th-
think there's like what sort of significance does this place have?
It's a hole in the wall.
It's a hole in the wall.
There are 4 guys who are decently armed, just
So-
outside.
Yeah, we
Really,
know
the only
nothing.
interest we have is that they have interest in it.
right?
They're fellhoods.
So, I mean, the Fellhoods, you know, they probably are up to no good. So, I mean, it would be helpful to tell, you
That's
know,
just
the
stereotyping.
authorities.
You know what? Fine, I'll be a bigot. I don't give a shit.
No, I'm not saying bigotry. Like, obviously, it's not. It is a group of individuals whose motives
They being
are
suspicious.
well known as being suspicious. Yeah, like they tried to rob you, and then they succeeded at robbing you. So, like,
You know, it's probably just a soup kitchen, a mutual aid.
yeah, you know,
endeavor.
out here, right off the beaten path, like well off the beaten path, so
Right.
off the beaten path that you're limiting your ability to move.
Or an orphanage.
Yeah, it could be an orphanage with guns.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
Sick
yeah,
marvelous.
they gotta raise
Um,
those child soldiers somewhere.
maybe we. Oh shit.
Damn, that was dark.
Okay.
That's an institute for gifted kids.
Oh, that reminded me of a.
Yeah,
Anyway,
exactly.
it's like a video regarding I forget what it was called. It was a government facility somewhere in like the forest near like a lake, and they brought kids out there from an orphanage. Anyway, sorry, my brain. Something lake project.
Okay, so we make a note and we can snitch on them later.
Yes.
Okay, I've got it already marked on the map. So go ahead and move the next hex.
Is this it?
What's that? No.
Oh,
But if you move the next hex, you'll see it.
oh, okay.
Man, this is under you.
Oh, I can't move the token.
Why not? That's weird. Hold on. Now you should be able to.
Yeah. Oh, there it is.
And my map got messed up. Okay, so moving into the next space, you come down off of the mountainside into the hills. And none of them are as sandy as the hill that you kind of saw them connected against. So you're pretty certain that won't be too hard to find, especially if you have Scare enabled or the Amble Raptor to kind of see from above. As you come down these hills, though, in this area, what you notice is that there is a very, very strange sense of dampness to the spaces in between the hills. And I don't mean to say it's like they're flooded. I mean to say that they're very mucky and very just sodden. As if like a very heavy rain just stopped not too long ago.
So,
Mm-hmm.
so Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. But yeah,
Hills are moist.
the M word. All right.
Love
just
you,
throw that out
Elizabeth.
there. But yeah, nothing too crazy happens in this space. But as you kind of wind down towards the evening time, you enter into the forest using skill tricks. I believe it is survival. I'll double check. It is survival. You can use the establish camp skill trick, which aids you in having a secure, safe location to rest. So, once you enter into the forest, again, nothing too crazy happens. I would say the best kind of example of what you're looking at area wise is it's not too dissimilar from the jungle space that was around the cenotaph. So you're kind of in the same domain, but you're not like that close because it's on the other side of the lake. But yeah, survival check 19, perfect. That'll be sufficient. So you'll have a +5 to your passive perception score to detect any hostile creatures approaching your camp. This is the first time we've actually camped without a camp, and I do want to make sure before we establish the camp, a couple of things are notated. You are traveling on foot. This is not an inhibition for Sarah, your companions, to be along with you. So if you wish to have your companions with you, that is absolutely your right to have them, or they can have remained back in Ordris. It's up to you. They are completely travel worthy. If a combat fights, they know how to avoid getting into situations that are bad, unless some just diabolical individual throws a fireball directly at them or something. But
I want to bring them along.
cool, they are there then, and so they will once the campsite has been kind of located. They will help establish the camp, having brought a tent that is capable of holding them and you, and also some other provisions that will help with lighting a fire if one is wanted, etc. So, watches.
Is there anyone that can't? So the watch starts during a time when there is light or there is no light.
That's entirely up to you. Yeah, so you're kind of setting the parameters of how long you're staying down. If you don't have any like elves, which you do have an elf, it's
I can watch at night.
Yeah, also true. We typically do, and this is just, bog standard for games I run. It's typically 3 4-hour watches, so 12 hours down. That way everyone can get 8.
Yeah.
You can, if you have 2 elves, but I don't think we do, kind of go for like just an 8-hour stint with, 1 elf on watch, 1 elf on watch, and they trance on the opposite sides. But they technically have to be down 8 hours as well, even though they don't have to sleep. So they can't be doing anything too strenuous. And watches, I think, are considered strenuous. So, anyways, 12 hours, 3 watches, 4 hours apiece. So the first one could happen during like the evening time, and the last one would be kind of at the end of it would be the sunrise.
Yeah, Quira will take first watch.
Cool.
I think Gil would take last watch, unless Scarin would want that, since owls
mind.
are crepuscular, nocturnal things.
Okay. So Scarin, you're in the middle watch, and then Quira and Gil will sandwich the middle watch. Got it. Okay. So during first watch, Jijo, you're the one active during this watch. Go ahead and roll a 20-sided dice to see if we get a random encounter.
Yeah.
Yep. So, as you are resting in your established camp, and I am going to.
Oh, and I didn't say this, but Tommel has Leon's tiny hut.
Yeah,
So
we're going to set up the
always
site.
in that. Cool.
So this is probably a
Got
bit
it.
much for what you folks are looking at. So I'm
Oh
actually.
my god.
That's a lot of tents. I'm going to go ahead and move off of that one, and we're going to go ahead and set up a different one here. Hold on.
Gil needs 5 tents for himself. Thank you.
Gil
For
can carry all
his
the luggage
harem,
for
yes.
5 tents all by himself.
For sure.
Tommel sure as shit
Just
ain't
saying.
helping.
What I will say is that map was a bit intense.
Get out.
Oh,
God damn it.
Sorry, I got Andy and Elizabeth watching. I kind of have to. I have to keep the. I gotta. I know what the audience wants, right?
You have to perform for them.
Gotta do the buttons. I gotta
Dance,
do the buttons.
monkey, dance.
yeah.
Symbols.
The tyranny of Andy and Elizabeth.
Josh is included in that as well. There is a triumvirate of puns, if you will.
I see.
Oh.
You don't want to invoke that wrath.
Johnny is like a slowly, yeah, he does them too.
He's being indoctrinated, and I
Yeah.
don't love it.
I
We
don't-
might have to
I
get him out of the
love
Discord
it.
just to save him.
You gotta go.
It's for your own good.
Free, but I really like your game. I'm so sorry.
I know.
So sorry.
We
My
must
sweet
save your
baby
eternal
boy, we
soul.
must save you.
Oh my gosh, I'm trying to do the map thing and it's not working. Just bear with me. Talk amongst yourselves. I am going to be fighting you though. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Queera is like, it's really nice to have a noble traveling with us. Sure beats the days when we used to have to make our own campfires, huh, Gil?
Yeah, I'm not great at starting fires, I'll be honest.
Yeah, that's definitely not why I hired you. Meanwhile, the servants are like,
Fucking
doing
idiot.
their little thing.
You know it's servants and Tommel.
Oh,
Tombo's cooking.
You don't
He's
think
like-
Tomo would be like the chef to the sous chef?
Absolutely not.
Hands on.
Little too controlling.
Oh,
This is
okay.
my mise en place.
Okay. So it's gonna be completely dark when I put you to it. I'm gonna fix that. Daylight mode, save settings. Okay, then it flashed, and then I just need to drop some people down onto it. Oop. Oh, that's not right. Bit. Pop. Pow. Clublam.
Uh-huh.
How about a little bit of that, and then I'll grab Daldron, Oleg, and that, and then I'm gonna Google tent in the search parameters here, and I'm gonna go for a tent. That's ugly. I don't like it. I need a pretty tent, please, and thank you. That is not good either. Nope. Oh, tent is the first part of tentacles. I get it.
Oh
It's like,
boy.
Why is it showing me so much Cthulhu? And so much random shit in my token search? I understand. Dude. So they have set up their tent there and map it. And I hate that part of this map. But yeah, go ahead and situate yourself where you think you'd be. The campfire is obviously in the middle there, and the camp was extremely good because the vision lines out are very good, but the vision lines in are not so good because you're close to the foliage, you're close to these kind of heavy, low to the ground trees. So you have a pretty solid understanding that if they come to you, they won't see you. So you can kind of have a fire going and it won't be seen at ground level. Make sense? Fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, my homunculus is up in the tree. And I don't know. What's a good... Can you put Cindrix to bed?
Oh, yeah. He go there. You moved away immediately. Oh, poor guy.
Well, he's asleep. I'm not going to be hovering over him as he
He
sleeps.
just wants to snuggle for warmth.
Watch him while he sleeps.
I believe your homunculus would have healed by now. As well.
Does it heal? I don't think it does.
I think you can repair it.
I know, but I did something stupid. I didn't take the mending cantrip,
Wow.
What?
so I think I have to like kill it and then remake it.
Well, if it makes you feel worse, I did just give a Liar of Building to my Friday game.
That doesn't make me feel
Tommel
worse.
Tommel can cast one different cantrip a day using his wizard hat.
Oh,
So there's no reason. Is there a reason why Tommel couldn't mend him
I-
back to full health, at least while we're in the city during that
Yeah.
downtime?
That's fine. I'm okay with that.
Okay.
yay!
I was the one that suggested that they have
Oh.
full hit points. Like, yeah, I'm totally fine with that. That's fine. Yeah.
Cool. I'm justifying it narratively. Woo!
I appreciate you for that. Okay, so this is your camp, okay? And for some reason, I just tried to drag and drop tokens onto the map there, and it didn't work. But that's fine. So you're resting. First watch. You can see the sky. It's kind of that nice, kind of reddish, purplish haze of twilight as the sun is dipping behind the the horizon. But you can see well enough. The stars are not out yet, although some kind of are peeking through the veil. And as you're kind of resting there and staring up, you hear a very loud roar from above.
Uh-oh.
You roll a damn dragon.
No. So something that you did that was never like fixed is kicking you in the butt here.
Oh no! Oh, I stink like Dragon Chow.
Yeah. So ever since you've gotten that, the
Oh.
random encounter didn't matter. Like random encounter roll didn't matter. If you rolled for a random encounter to happen, dragon. Fuck. Period. the
Well,
the cave wasn't random. That was yeah. You roll high on those random encounter rolls, bad. You roll low on those random encounter rolls,
Yeah.
potentially good. Like if that natural one was a real one. I know that Andy watching in the thing has had crazy stuff happen. Like, oh, there's a shrine John had to make up out of nowhere that gives us a benefit. Yeah, ones are boons that happen and are great. 20s are
damn it.
a part of the random encounter. There's no super random encounters.
Can't Johnny like browbeat this other dragon? Like, no, she's my treasure.
He's,
So
he's-
like,
he's snoring, so
oh, Johnny.
He slept.
him a sleepy boy.
Mm.
Him just a little red dragon trying to stay warm
Aww.
out here in a
In the
forest.
big bad world.
It's so cold out here. I don't want to go out there.
It's cold and it's wet.
You have Arcana trained?
Yeah.
Perfect. So you'd actually note from its silhouette as it passes over top, and it seems to kind of detect the fact that there's smoke present, on top of the fact that you're probably doing what you did moments ago, grimacing as you remember and never having dispelled it. The silhouette of the dragon appears to be a green dragon. Not a large one, but a decent sized one. And the music is not tense enough for
Is
this.
we're all awake at this point?
No, just Queera is awake. What she wants to do is entirely up to her, but obviously it is starting. You would notice it fly over her, and your presumption is it's going to start circling before it descends.
Okay. So Queera will alert. We've got company! Dragon! And she would send her homunculus over here to wake up Sarah and Gil and to try to get the what are they called?
Allies?
Her people?
I'm
sorry?
Her retinue?
Oh, the retinue to get them to safety.
From the dome, you hear Tommel yell out, "Do you all want to hide in here?" If it's
Um,
9 medium-sized creatures, it says that specifically.
Problem is when you cast it is when you have to determine who goes in and who goes out.
There's no reason why Tommel wouldn't allow the party in and out of the dome.
That's
He
strange
just can't
because
leave
the
it.
last time you cast it, there was a reason.
There was. This time there isn't.
But you didn't.
Oh yeah,
clarify
I'm sorry.
that
That's fair. Okay, that's totally fair.
You said there's no reason, but there
Yeah.
has been a reason.
That's fair.
You can recast it.
Yeah, I could use a spell slot on it. Absolutely.
Well, I will note that it doesn't drop down immediately. There's nothing crazy happening. Zijo, you have plenty of time to wake everybody up, and you go through that process. After about a minute, is when I'll start doing stuff. So I just need to know what you're doing in that time.
Oh, yeah, okay.
From my knowledge of dragons, from being an arcane expert, would I know that, is it possible to outrun it, or we pretty much have to fight?
So a green dragon, in its youngest variety, has a fly speed of 80.
Yeah.
So
We're not outrunning it.
yeah, it also has an insanely high perception, dragon sight, if you will.
Okay.
And yeah, they are very familiar with forests. Dark vision of 120 feet, blind sight of 30 feet. Yeah, you'd be well aware that they are going to be able to stalk you, even if they didn't have the added benefit of knowing right where you are always, because you smell delicious.
Yeah.
Maybe you could just promise to go on a date with it at a later time.
Seriously considering that, but I don't, I'm not really into the whole boar thing, so we're not going to do that.
Okay, so anybody doing anything in that minute time? Is anything happening besides what's already been kind of stated?
Everybody waking up.
Everybody's
Waking up,
Waking up.
arming, getting
Yeah.
armed.
The folks are going to disassemble the tent. The retinue are going to disassemble the tent and kind of move away from the campfire.
Hide the.
Oh,
fuck.
this is Sarah.
Oops.
But yeah, they're going to go off a bit, and I will remove the. Yep. Okay. Okay. Anybody have anything else? Last call.
Oh, mage armor. Sorry.
Okay, but you're staying inside the tiny hut.
I guess you drop it. We're
Okay.
fighting this thing. Fuck it.
So, very suddenly, again, Cindric's kind of, concerned.
Oh, wait. Sorry, 1 second. I'm sorry. Quick question. Did Sarah have time to do her thing that gives us
The hit points.
No, that's
10 hit points?
That's 10
No,
hits.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, so then I'm going to cast the spell.
I'm gonna ask the party because again, Johnny isn't here, and I don't want to be responsible for Cindrix dying. I would rather blame it on you folks. Who wants control of Cindrix? If nobody answers in the affirmative, keep in mind you are forcing that responsibility on Jijo, so feel bad about that.
What the fuck?
I don't know how to play that character.
That's fine. That's Magpie with a no. Anybody else?
I'll do it.
What?
Yay.
a
I'm
friend.
terrible at clerics.
Alright, so you should have control of Cindrix now. And
Okay.
you should be able to open their character sheet and see shenanigans. Try not to read too much of the lore bits.
I won't.
You're gonna do it. Now that I said don't do it. Ah. Alright.
Anakin New Squad.
So, once everybody's up and active, I'll give you a second to move Cindrix if you want to move him or not. If
What-
not,
Can I hide him in
yeah.
this
Yep.
bush?
So the bushes are going to be difficult terrain, and they offer concealment. They don't offer cover. Concealment just means disadvantage on range attacks into the fray. So,
I like.
after a fashion, you see the shadow kind of swoop over top, but it seems to be coming from a north to south direction, and then stops mid-flight with a loud whoosh, and then you feel this weight descend down you, kind of causing the air pressure in the space to just shift. It immediately knocks the campfire out, snuffing it, and a massive green dragon lands directly in the center of your camp. Its eyes immediately snake from its long neck towards Quira, with a shift back at Tommel. And again, if you were preparing to fight, you did not say you were readying actions. That's on you. So we're going straight to initiative.
Yeah. That's fair.
Unless you want to try and talk to it. But yeah, it's
Are we not?
your call.
I guess
I mean,
Tom.
Queer's the one that smells yummy, so.
Yeah.
I don't think there's
So-
no talking to it.
It definitely looks like it's in a predator mode. But yeah, again, if you want to try and raise, words, you can certainly try as a free action. No less.
We don't really have a charming character.
Nope.
No.
No.
Nope,
You're the charming character right now.
there's no charisma character.
Oh, just. Fudges.
That's fine.
Just a bunch of nerds and
Bunch of-
one
Really
jock. One jock.
one jock, yeah. Feels like I'm kind of jockish. And so
Aw.
Like,
shut the fuck up,
I'm
nerd.
Gil, am I the
you run
jock?
cross country. Get out of here.
Sorry, I was like, shut the fuck up, nerd.
Oh,
Play with your fucking rocks.
Yeah, go
It
play them.
belongs in a museum. It belongs in a museum. Get out of here. Alright, so then it will also roll initiative.
Oh man.
And again, its eyes kind of direct, and I know Quira has the scarab horde, or the horde scarab goop on her, but I don't think anybody else does, right?
No.
right.
Right. Cool. Alright, initiatives are rolled, and Tommel, you are first on the docket. Again, it looks like it's kind of shifted between you two, not really paying attention to behind it, so it's kind of facing that southern way. But after it kind of shifts between the two of you, its eyes kind of beam straight towards Quira, and its teeth kind of like, you can just hear them creaking in on each other as it's kind of gritting its teeth.
Ugh.
It's like, it's like really hungry for that scarab horde goop. Sorry, go ahead, Zach.
Yeah. How do I want to start this?
It's a great question.
Seems like the wrong choice, but Tommel's gonna do this. I'm guessing it's not gonna work. I'm gonna throw a web on it.
Okay. You should be able to pull the token.
Yeah, I'm scrolling to it. Sorry.
No worries, no worries. Okay, so that's a dexterity saving throw from the dragon.
Tom was gonna place it like that. Like that.
Yeah. Actually, it's already in it. Okay, so dexterity saving throw. It's only when it starts its turn or moves into it. So at the start of my turn, I'll make the dex save.
Yep.
Got it. Cool. Tommel done. Gil, you are up. And I'm genuinely trying to find a cool fight music since we are doing that. Oh, cool. Yeah, this is a good one. And thematically appropriate. Hell yeah. Okay, sorry, go ahead, Gil.
Sorry about that. Alright, so we got a web on it. We will shoot at it. Is a 14 hit?
No. So yeah, you fire an arrow at it. You watch as the arrow hits against the dragon plate and just kind of shatters.
Bet.
Second attack.
Yeah, might as well just shoot another one. Maybe I'll get lucky. Ooh.
Good catch. Alright. So this one kind of catches it in the side of the face, kind of in the mouth region where the plates aren't kind of great for its defense. So that would be 15 damage. Kind of sinks in. You can see the arrow sticking out there, and it kind of like growls in agony at the hit as the web's descending upon it. Gil done, Scaring up.
Alright, so I'll go down 10 feet to the ground. And then I would like to wild shape into a rhinoceros.
God damn.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I like to think that John writes down every animal that he uses, so that way the next week it's like, which one haven't I picked? Rhino. I'm gonna go rhino this week. I'm gonna make him make me a rhino. But octopus. I'm gonna make him make me an octopus this week.
I didn't even get to use that. I didn't even use that one.
That's true.
John.
Gotta love a druid.
Safety?
Yeah.
Okay, so
My
you can
favorite.
be whatever spacing you want to be in, so long as Scarin. Nope, you move Scarin also. Move Scarin.
Oh, sorry. Scarin was right here.
Yeah, so the rhinoceros can be in any space so long as one space is where Scarin was. That makes
Oh,
sense?
that's fine. That's
Yeah.
actually perfect right there.
Okay, cool.
Um,
And I'm going to move that sheet. You should probably already have it open, but I'm going to move it into your wild shape. Cool. You use your action to shift into a rhino, and then
he's going to charge 20. Because then I take 10, so my move speed turns into 40 once I'm the rhino.
right, it's got the penalty of what you've already moved. Correct.
Okay, so I'd be able to move at least 20,
Yeah.
and then with charge.
Go ahead and make an attack roll. Score attack. 17 will miss. So as it rushes forward and slams into it, you watch as the wing drops, pushes the side of the head of the rhinoceros to the side so the gore does not hit the wing or the body, and it causes the rhinoceros to kind of dip into the muck and kind of slide a little bit to the side. But no actual movements done, just for narrative.
Okay.
It's a miss. Alright, Scarin done. Cindrix is up. So that'll
Oh, okay. So I like to here. And I want to cast. I kind of want to cast Spirit Guardians.
Okay.
Um,
So I've got 2 effects that I need to worry about at the start of my turn. Cool. And we're gonna go with like a deep
Is
red sea save. Okay. Spirit Guardians. And then you
Okay,
moved. No bonus action, right?
No.
Okay. Great. And obviously you're allocating your allies as chosen people to be omitted from Spirit Guardians.
Yes, of course.
Got it. Queer.
All right. I'm going to cast a spell.
Okay.
She fires off a bolt of like lavender glitter.
Doesn't matter. So it kind of falls around her, around the dragon, rather.
Does
It
it-
doesn't seem to take hold on the green scales of the dragon.
What a dick. Okay.
Me, it would look pretty.
Should probably have known that.
No. I just passed the save.
Okay.
I'm not immune to it. I just rolled a 20. That's all.
Oh, okay. Cool. All right, so I move there, and that is my turn.
Sarah.
Okay, I want to move here. And take the dodge action.
Got it. Goes to the dragon. At the start of its turn, it has a couple of things it needs to deal with. First things first, we've already got the damage for the Spirit Guardian, so I'm going to go ahead and roll my. Let me see here. Spirit Guardians is Wisdom.
Mhm.
Alright, so it will beat your DC 16 on that. So it'll take half as many. -6. And then the web, which is a dexterity saving throw.
Yep.
19. Alright, so it is successful in evading the web as it kind of falls around it. And for just for flavor purposes, it will kind of move forward, kind of dipping in. Actually, I don't want to go that direction. I do want to go this direction. So, the rhinoceros would have an opportunity attack. Go ahead and throw it. John? Must have stepped away. Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and continue moving through.
Oh, I apologize. I wasn't sure where I was muted.
Well, go ahead and throw a gore attack. That'll hit. Give me that damage. Alright. So, a very solid hit as it kind of moves away. It's very aggravated by that, and so I will actually change my technique here. I am going to release a cone.
Oh boy. Lovely.
So I need Quiura, the rhinoceros, the homunculus, unless it doesn't breathe, and Sara to go ahead and make Constitution saving throws. As it kind of moves out from the web, its head kind of snakes around to the other side, and then just kind of starts unleashing this green fume out over everyone. God damn, okay, roll high then, Jesus. Oh, except for Sara. I got one. And then the homunculus, does it breathe? No.
I don't think it does, but it's immune to poison and being poisoned.
Okay, cool. Then that's this. Alright. So, Sara, you're going to take 42 points of poison damage, and everyone else is going to take 21. And everyone else, I mean Quiura and the rhinoceros. Alright. That's it for it. It'll go to Tommel. right the fuck off.
Strategically keeping my distance. Drop the web as drop concentration on the web.
Yep. I got it. Go ahead, continue.
Then I'm going to. I think I'm just. No, let's do this.
Okay. 2 more.
Actually, level 2. Sorry.
1 more.
So 1 more.
9, 13, 16. Blue bolts fly out from the corner space, slamming into the back of the creature. Its head seems to move like a serpent, snakes around to look in that direction, but then immediately rears back to look at Queera.
That's
And
my turn.
It seems to utter something in Draconic. I think Centrix is the only one who speaks it, right?
Yeah.
No, I speak it.
Oh, okay. So you hear it say, "This is a foul meal indeed."
Yeah, so fuck off.
Tommel, Don, Gil, you're up. Do you reply that in Draconic?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Kind of bars
Listen,
its,
you woke him up from his trance or whatever the hell.
bars its teeth at you angrily, but yeah.
Okay, so he'll keep trying to
Shoot it.
shoot it in the eyeball.
2 more shots. Hit. Alright. Hit. Alright. Scaring.
Alright, and we'll go 20 and then 40. We'll do another charge.
Okay.
Oh, wrong sheet.
Miss.
Also, he's just really upset that you just wreck Sara with 1 hit.
Moving into the space, you kind of just crush into the brambles, trying to hit it in its lower end, but its leg wasn't quite where you thought it would be. Alright. Cindrix is up.
John, do I take the full brunt of that ability when I was using the dodge action?
Yeah, so dodge is good for dexterity. Since you're, doing a con roll, there's no advantage there. It gets you. Dodge gives you advantage on dexterity saving throws.
Okay, I just want to be sure.
Good question. Good to know what your defenses are.
Yeah.
So Cindrix probably wants to get in, keep that Spirit Guardians attacking.
Yeah, for sure. I just want
And
to. He's
now
got a
there's-
lot of spells here. I'm just trying to figure out what.
Sure. One of his favorites is Scorching Ray. It's not a bad choice. But if you're wanting to use less resources, again, this is happening during a rest, so you can kind of burn it out.
Yeah.
Scorching Ray is a favorite of Johnny's, so I think that would probably be a good one.
No, I'm thinking.
Or if you want to go big, Fireball. If you you don't have another 3rd level slot, do you? You just got 3rd level.
No, I do.
Oh, you do. Yeah.
Yes, 3. Yes.
3 3-level slots.
Yeah.
Oh, he's level 7. That's right. Yeah, Fireball. You can hit.
I want to move here.
I don't think you could hit just the dragon though.
Can I give Queera Battle-wise Valor?
Sounds good. +1 to attack, +2 to damage rolls, and +1 to AC.
Yeah. Not gonna let me click it. Oh. And
+1 to attack, 1+ to damage, 1+ to AC. Oh,
To melee
yes,
weapon attack rolls. So if your punchy fists are weapons, then yeah, you're good.
they are. Yeah,
yeah, I thought so.
+2 to melee.
And then bonus action.
He has spiritual weapon.
Okay.
I guess I'll use spiritual weapon.
Perfectly fine. So just go ahead and make the spiritual weapon attack. Miss Cindric's done. Queera, you're up.
Okay. We are gonna punch.
Damn. Let's see it. Hit. Okay. It's bloody.
Oh shit, my bad.
It's okay. Just click the attack again. It's fine. We'll go with that damage.
Alright. And then I'm gonna use a bonus action to
It's actually
activate
plus 2 more
my.
damage, though, because the damage is +2.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
No worries. Bonus action defensive field, so you gain temporary hit points equal to your class level. Cool.
And then my homunculus will pew pew just for good measure.
Go for it.
$21.
Hit.
Aw, man. What is that? Oh, 6 force.
Queera
And
done.
that's my turn.
Sarah.
Okay, I want to move here,
Mm-hmm.
and then I want to rage
Mm-hmm.
and
Attack. Recklessly. Hit. Mm-hmm.
then bonus attack.
Ooh, goddamn. Okay, yeah, roll it. 17. Okay, holy shit.
I didn't say recklessly, so was the first one hit the 23?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, cool. It goes to its turn. And I need someone to roll a d6.
Got it. 6.
All right. So everybody adjacent to it can make an opportunity attack. You have disadvantage for this attack. Hit. Miss. So fucking close. Okay. Anybody else? That's it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot. I'm controlling him.
Oh, Cindrix. Yeah.
Oh, if I have
What
a
about
ranged weapon, do
the
I get it?
homunculus? Does the homunculus get a
No, it doesn't have a melee attack.
word?
Cindrix probably has Holy Symbol and Shield. He's probably not wielding a weapon.
He could throw a punch, no?
I mean, he can.
He doesn't have any. Oh wait, he does. He has ancient short sword.
Yeah, even still, he's not wielding it. He's got a shield and a holy symbol. He's casting
Oh, yeah.
spells. Yeah. But even still, that for a punch wouldn't have worked either. Okay, cool. It flies straight up into the air. 40 feet, 40 feet. It'll continue its movement after. It will then drop another poison breath. This will hit everybody except for Tommel, I think. Double checking. 15 and 15. Yeah, everybody but Tommel.
And what are we rolling?
Con save.
Oh, it's Sarah.
The second one was for
Cindrix.
Cindrix.
Everybody rolled?
Poor John. Shouldn't have left me in charge of his character.
No way. So, this is going to be pretty heinous. I can only apologize. 49 points of poison damage for anyone who did not get a DC 14. So, Queera, you're taking half of 49, so that'll be 24. And then Gil, you're taking 24, and then everyone else is taking 49. Which I believe drops Sarah and damn near gets close to dropping out the owl and the dragon. Or
Well, I dropped wild shape.
Oh,
so I have
sorry.
35 health.
So
So
then-
do I take the rest?
yeah, the remainder continues into you.
Yep,
Okay.
bleeds through.
And the dragon, after its during its movement, it fired down. It would have done it at a 30-foot height, not 40. My brain's dumb. It would then continue 50 feet beyond that, out over the forest line, and just fly the fuck away.
Yeah,
What
like
bastard.
as Gil is like gagging on this shit, he's just like, yeah, that's what I thought.
Wait. How far is it
Fucking
right now?
piece
It
of
is
shit.
technically 50 feet out and 30 feet up, so it's actually concealed by trees.
Not if I fly in the air.
You can chase after it if you want. I mean, that's absolutely fine.
If you would like to be a snack, I mean,
Actually, hold on. Sorry.
Well, it's just right there, right?
No, it's actually doing my math.
no, it's like beyond the map, I think.
Oh, no, yeah, so it's actually a lot farther. So it
Ooh.
is bonus action, dash.
Oh.
So this one is going to be
Alright.
100 and. So the map, it moved 30 to get to that corner, 120 off map. And concealment between you and it. Unless you fly up 30 feet. And you can't fly up straight diagonally 30 feet because trees and shit.
No, I can't.
The clearing
it's
is pretty well worked. Okay, so I'm just gonna cycle through. Does anybody have anything they want to do to chase it down or no?
No, I don't think I can. Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
yeah,
No,
it's
Alright.
too far.
Gil's gonna go over to Sara.
Okay, so we do need to continue because Sarah is dying, but I'm pretty sure.
Sara's the only one dying.
Okay. Yeah.
If
Yeah.
Sara's the only one dying, then on my turn,
Yeah.
hold on,
Well,
I can
have-
Misty Step to there, run to there, and then use a healing kit to stabilize her.
Okay.
So that should just take us out of combat, and then
Yeah.
somebody can give her healing spells.
Absolutely.
Cool.
Good pickup on the healing kit, by the way.
Thank you.
Smart players.
I mean, when you got Gil in the team,
six
Thank
back.
you.
kinda need it.
So the dragon flies off. You're pretty sure, based on its response, like you were beating the shit out of it.
Yeah.
It had 14 hit points left. So,
Oh.
just to let you know how far you brought it down, and how quickly. You
If only we hit it. That's so bad.
Yeah. If you gored it, it would have been dead for sure.
Oh, it would have been done.
But
If
I'm
it
pulling out the
hadn't
Rhino more
bonus
often.
action, if it hadn't bonus action dashed, I was gonna Misty Step to the top of the trees and then Magic Missile third level at it.
yeah, so he's obviously a known dragon in the area, but his name isn't known. You definitely see that he flies off in a very specific direction, which is towards
Oh.
those hills. Kind of the way that you came, if that helps you make some sense of what just happened. But yeah, you are able to get your tent set back up and finish your long rest. Takes you a couple more hours to get it all done and out of the way, but it's not too much of an issue. So go ahead and get a long rest in, and then as we award experience for things immediately when you take a long rest, and you dealt with that just then, the the dragon was worth 3,900 divided by 6, so not a whole ton. Divided by 6 is 650 apiece. And if that levels you, you can go ahead and level. I know experiences are varied. The snack is too spicy. That is correct. Oh my god, did she just punch me with magic gloves?
Can you repeat it?
650.
Calculator. Oh my god, I don't want 12 of you.
I'm not
That's
sure
not
if
something
it'll
you're able to dispel, is it?
So yeah, it can be dealt with by casting Dispel Magic. What I will note is, and this is for the people who have Arcana trained, that dragon is probably the only dragon in this vicinity, so it won't be a problem in the next day or so, but like once you get beyond this dragon's territory, another dragon might be a problem. So
Right.
it's not, it knows that that smell is not,
Worth its time.
yeah, it's a trap. So it does not want to get its ass beat again when it's trying to go and just get a tasty, delicious bit of treasure.
Queer as a thirst trap.
Typically, when the dragon drops in to hang out with cool people
Yes,
that
though.
smell good, it's usually more of like a bowing and like praying, "Don't kill me, take whatever you want" situation, which was what I hoped for. But that didn't happen.
Who
So
hoped for that? The DM or
Sure
the
didn't.
dragon?
both, either,
Listen, Jonathan,
all of the above.
how long have you known this group?
Fair.
Uh,
Fair. One day,
thank you,
We've done that like
Karen.
once.
one day you'll
Did I
have
do
to fight
that
a dragon
before
that's
the long rest?
stronger. What was it?
I had to spell magic.
Yes.
Sweet.
You know what I had wanted to do? I wanted to do Insight Greed, but I didn't want to use his gem because didn't he have a gem he was holding on to? I didn't want to destroy it,
Yeah.
but I was like, man, this would have been good.
Well, it's
But,
already
shit.
greedy. Like,
Well, I know, but it would get off of Quiera and like.
oh, that's fair. Yeah, it definitely would. Okay, so moving right along, we are located at the forest line now, so we can move from there on day 2, as you like.
Okay. We're headed north, right?
Mhm.
Let's head north.
Okay, so roll a d20 and also give me a perception roll. Everybody.
Not it.
Everybody.
I
else.
will do it. Okay.
We perceive.
Do you still want me to keep rolling for Johnny, or just during combat?
Yeah, Johnny is your character for the night, with the exception of reading.
I'll do the
Eve as well.
20.
All right, that's Sarah.
Okay.
One
So-
second.
It's pretty calm out and about this way, but what you end up realizing is that the forest seems to kind of focus. There's this very strange thing, Gil, that's happening here, because you have advantage on these rolls, by the way. You're in a forest. So you would note that there's a seemingly kind of like focus to the trees, to this part, like there's a heart of this section of the forest, and it's kind of like not too far away. It's something you could go look at if you wanted to.
Yeah.
You have an idea that this forest seems to have like an older center, and
Like an origin
yeah, correct.
type thing.
Like the trees that you dealt with last night were very young, kind of low to the ground, and as you're kind of moving into the forest, it's starting to be like more, older growth trees, and then higher still older growth trees with lots of, forest line on the forest floor because it's fall, by the way. So you kind of have like a pretty heavy, kind of hard to maneuver around and stealthily ground about this space.
Just picturing a bunch of kids like going through the gutters, just kicking leaves. He would want to go probably towards that.
Okay. And if that's the case, you would see what looks like a small cairn, kind of
Ooh.
settled within a large grouping of older growth trees. As you approach the cairn from your direction, it does look like there's a small alcove in this rocky space, and strangely like a glow of kind of golden light coming from that small little alcove.
He would definitely investigate that.
Okay. Bear with while I throw some tokens on a floor.
The archaeologist, this burial ground.
Does anybody try to bar Scarin, my brain dumb, Gil from doing the thing?
No.
No, but let's go together, not alone.
That makes sense.
Yay, group activities.
Yay!
Yeah, Gil, you can just
Adventure!
go on your own into some fucking abandoned cairn.
Okay, the way I'm picturing it though is like they're following him because he can pick his way through the forest, and he's just like, and detour for the whole class.
Oh god.
So, music shift. I'm just going to turn it off for a second here while I describe. So as you approach the
It's
golden
fifth
light,
grade science.
what you're noticing is it's not really a normal source of light. It appears that there is a small pool of water that has kind of a yellowish glow to it. And when I say yellowish glow, I don't mean like, you know,
Eh.
urine color. It's more kind of like a liquid gold color. Transparent as water would be, but it seems that it's kind of giving off a bit of light. Moving through this space, Gil, you can see what look like small motes of light kind of floating above the water, which you as an elf would know are fairies. They're not present in this space, but they seem to be manifesting from the Feywild through the near ethereal to here for some reason, due to the properties of this strange looking pool.
Interesting.
You would also see on the opposite side of the pool, kind of settled in the alcove, what appear to be kind of rocky steps that move up to a large metal door. The door appears to be made out of iron.
Oh,
And in the center of that iron door is a small disc-like panel that looks like it has markings around it. The most significant one being at the top of the disc, being a pair of snakes in the shape of C's, kind of like next to each other, which Kiera and anybody trained in Arcana and anyone trained in history would know as the mark of the conglomerate.
Oh goodness. Are we friendly with the conglomerate?
No.
Okay.
You've
I
been
like that answer.
Well, it's hard to
No.
it's hard to keep track because there's different factions in this world that are all like interacting with the conglomerate.
Let's focus on the narrative of the Threshold trilogy series
Okay.
currently going on. The conglomerate about 60 years ago started to do a bit of a like PR facelift. Like they started pulling their people out of other countries. They started getting out of there. They did not want to be effectively the problem in all of these nations around them.
America.
Yeah, America. Except that they would never do what the conglomerate did.
Yeah.
They wouldn't pull back. But good point. Moving on though, so they pulled all their shit out, stopped the corruption, weeded it out amongst them, and basically started putting very trustworthy individuals into positions of power in Jernaris. Their existence in this region before that time would have been tense with Ordris, because Ordris has magics that they were not accounting for. So it was probably the case that conglomerate, like interrogators, would come seeking out that knowledge, and not being able to find it would be annoyed and possibly have done conflict with past Storm Heralds. But that fell away about 60 years ago. And then 50 years ago is when Daddy Ordric kind of went loony bin and caused problems for all of Ordris. So you haven't really had connections with the outside world for 50 years anyway. So your recollection of what the conglomerate is and does is based on
Not great.
not your own first-hand experience. It's all historical. That's why I asked if you had history trained and Arcana trained. You kind of have an idea that they were jerks.
Okay.
Can I do inspiring leader for
Yeah.
the group?
100%.
And Oleg, it would be +3, right? Because
Mhm.
he's with us, so it'd
Yeah.
be +9 temporary hurt points.
And if you are planning on trying to finagle that door, what they will do is, I don't have their tokens out here. I'm not going to set them. I just want to show you this space because it might be important later. But they're going to hide back here, and they're going to set up a small little, just very tiny kind of rest spot for them. So that if you do go inside the space, they don't have to follow you. And if they do see anything outside, they're just going to run in after you. Oh, also, good point of order. Oleg, no, it wouldn't be Oleg. Daldron walks over to Sarah, reaches into one of his packs because he's carrying a whole bunch of shit, and pulls out a handful of chalk pieces, 5 of them. And he says, "If we do get accosted out here, we'll chase you in. Just leave a mark so we know where you're at."
Thank you, Dal.
So this is the labyrinth.
I don't know what it is.
Okay, so
Oh wait, you mean about the chalk?
Yeah.
No, that's just a standard issue Dungeons and Dragons like technique. There's also another technique I'll teach you since I'm in the mood for it. Carry around a 10-foot pole, extendable if you can get one, and instead of having a rogue, you just hold it out and just tap the floor with the stick in front of you. And if there's like a pressure plate or trap or anything, the stick's gonna hit it, and then it'll activate it. And then you don't have to worry about getting like caught in a pit trap or whatever.
Or we
You
can
look
just
lame
send
as
Gil.
shit, but you stay
Yeah.
alive.
then what's the point of having a gill if we
Yeah,
can't just throw
gill-
them on traps?
Gil is a 10-foot stick.
Yes.
I mean, that's actually kind of a brag too. I mean, if you think about it.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
Hey, Sarah.
why do I have to make it weird? Let me just say this: the seal keeps it wet. What?
Whoa.
What is happening? I keep on
Okay,
saying
so-
things that are related to sexy man. Go ahead. We're moving. into
Anyway,
the dungeon.
So Gil would kind of be watching like the little motes of light, and he's gonna start climbing those stairs to get a better look at this door.
Okay. So the door itself appears to be completely solid iron with rivets along the exterior. In the center, you can see riveted markings around the panel, kind of holding it in place, and the conglomerate symbol at its top. The framing of the door appears to be that the metal has actually been melted into the stone around it, or melted out of the stone around it, so there is no seam in the door frame and the rock around it, which you'd expect like for normal construction. You kind of slot the door in. Not the case. It looks like this door is perfectly settled, and there is no like crack or any way of kind of looking in. There's no air coming out of it. It's completely sealed.
So in Dungeons and Dragons, are fairies adverse to iron?
Yes.
Okay. Because like that was like the immediate thing that struck me out that they used iron for this door in front of a space where there seems to be some sort of
Feywild presence.
yeah. And there's nothing on the door or this
Just that flat panel.
yeah, that panel, nothing to indicate what's inside, just that it's been sealed by the conglomerate.
Correct. And like there are markings on the exterior, like of the panel, but they are just strange markings to you that you wouldn't be able to identify, unless you're trained in Arcana. You're not, right?
No, not me.
Um,
He would call
Oh,
over. He'd be like, "Hey, can I get some help with these markings over here? I think they're magic related."
Ooh. Tomo comes running over with a notebook.
So as you're inspecting it, go ahead and make
And
an
also detect magic eyes, just in
Yep,
case
it's glowing.
that shows me anything different. Cool.
Vera will give the help action for any arcane checks.
It's glowing a pretty sturdy blue. That said, Arcana check. Again, passing notes back and
Does
forth.
this matter?
You can expend a spell slot. Yeah, if you want to. You have advantage, so if you want to, you can.
Because you're getting helped.
Yeah, I'll drop second level.
Sure. So +4.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, so this is something you've read about in kind of like old documents, dusty tomes that nobody was really paying attention to. This is a conglomerate seal. Conglomerate seals are very similar in kind to seals that are on other kind of magic chests and magic kind of lock boxes. Conglomerate have a means of making them much larger than others. The typical way for a lockbox or chest to be opened is by using prestidigitation, a very simple wizard spell, to form your arcane mark upon it, unique to you and you alone, and that signifies that it will activate and open. What you know about conglomerate doors is that they don't have a restriction for one individual, because the conglomerate is a conglomerate.
Conglomerate.
You place your seal upon it, and it opens it. Being able to do the arcane mark is the prerequisite. However, if someone checks this door by some other magical means of divination, they will know whose mark it was placed upon it to open it.
Do it.
So it's not technically a B&E. You're not really breaking the rules. You can investigate it at your leisure. It's just that someone might be able to know about that. Again, you haven't seen the conglomerate in 50 years on this island. Actually, 60 years on this island. So
Yeah, but I don't know if Tumble still wants that smoke. You know,
your call.
regardless.
You don't have to tell anybody anything about what you just learned.
Tumble, like, without hesitating, shares all of this
Oh.
as he figures it out loud like an idiot. Like,
Is there a point in it?
he's really smart, but he doesn't keep things back from this group. He's, like, talking it out loud and writing it down in the notebook, and, like, as he's saying it, is realizing, like, oh, shit, it's gonna have to be me that opens this fucking door.
Because you know prestidigitation.
God damn it.
Well
I
done.
don't know if I want this smoke. Like, I'm the only one who can do that, right?
Come on.
I don't
Like,
think we are.
Turns around to the rest of the party and is like, I'm
Come on.
right, like prestidigitation. This thing does a little trick. Makes a little bunny rabbit in his hands. Hops from one hand to the other hand, back and forth.
Yeah,
Oh my
press,
god.
Thorn whips it.
press is not a spell that Queer has.
What are you doing?
If Cindrix could do it, I would make him do it, but he
Wow.
It is mainly a wizard spell, yeah. I think sorcerers can do it too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright.
unfortunately, that's not something I can do. But, if you are too frightened to do this, we certainly
Like,
wouldn't.
if we want to do this, we'll
force
do
you.
this. I'm not gonna lie if I didn't want to hesitate for a second. You know?
Actually, sorry, one more point of order I do want to put in on the table here, because you rolled insanely high. So, in that
I did
book,
roll a 32.
yeah, in that book, you would know that the conglomerate has a couple of things in this specific door's analyzation that you are going to get. First, secret sites are sealed by conglomerate doors. So that's what the places where they like conduct business outside of a city or what have you, that are like factories or storage or prisons or other kind of sites.
Spell book repositories, which
Sure.
is what Tommel is potentially thinking on the other hand.
Absolutely. Could also be a key to like a location that connects to a portal.
Yep.
There's all sorts of different things it could be, but you would kind of have an idea that what it's not. It's not like, it's a secret site.
Yeah.
The other part you would note is based on the framing of the door's lock and just the artifice of this, you know that this thing is well over 100 years old.
It's older than me.
Like well over. I'm thinking like it's in the 150s, like because it's an older kind of method that the conglomerate used.
Yeah. So if we're all going in, well, I'll let us in.
Do it.
I'll open the door.
Okay. You cast prestidigitation. Your symbol appears on the or on the thing, and then vanishes. It then causes the door to do likewise. Looking inside of this space, the first thing that you're kind of greeted by is a gust of cold air. And looking inside the space, it looks like there's a slight amount of kind of just frost on the tiles of the ground. Just kind of a bit chilly compared to where you're standing. I'd say it's probably in the 50s. It's fall, right?
Yeah.
Inside, it's probably closer to the 40s. Maybe 30s. Does that bar you from entering or no?
Ooh, no. Tom will
Okay.
just like pulls the blanket out, wraps a blanket around his shoulders, and like
10
starts
foot wide.
walking in.
10 foot wide. I'm assuming that the marching order is going to be Sarah Kira front, Gil Cedric second, and then Tommel and Scarin last, correct?
Yeah.
Can
Sounds
I,
I'll
right.
defend the rear.
All
I
right.
cast light on Sorrow? I can see.
Well, Cedric's is glowy, but yeah, Sarah can definitely have some light there. Bright 20. Low light 20. So, up ahead, you can see what looks like a kind of rusty panel on the right side as you're kind of entering into this space. And I'm going to shift the music. This one was good for outside, but I feel like this one is... Let's just do this one for a little while. Yeah, I like this one. Okay, so on the right side, there's a panel kind of settled in the wall. The panel in question looks like it has 3 holes in kind of like an even spacing. And then beneath those holes are 3 small little rungs, like where you'd hang a key. One of them has a key, a silver key, not too dissimilar from the keys that you saw in the cenotaph.
Mm.
Directly ahead of you, the hall continues on. Looks like there is a grating on the left side, and then kind of like across the floor up ahead. And once you've kind of made it to this point, it almost sounds like there's water flowing somewhere in this space.
Does it smell weird in here?
I guess the best way to describe the scent is sterile. It smells like someone very specifically kind of like sterilized the entire space. How would you like to proceed?
Is the
I
key
mean-
next to Gil or next to Quiera?
Anybody can grab it. It just someone has to say they do.
Grab it.
Sorry, I thought there was a thing next to Gil. I see
No,
like
yeah,
a
that
white-
that is the panel. That's right.
Okay.
Yes, I'll grab that.
Okay, you grab the silver key. Nothing happens. Nothing crazy. But like I said, there are 3 holes directly above those that look like they are too big for a key, but too small for a hand. Like, the best way I can kind of describe it is almost like a book could slide into it.
Hmm.
Okay.
So we have the key. Do we want to move forward? Do you want me to send the bird ahead?
I'd like to investigate this area for traps.
As you walk a couple feet ahead, you immediately hear a kind of bubble-like sound, like a boom, and you see a blue field appear in front of you, blocking the entirety of the hallway.
From where I am now.
Yep, about 10 feet from where you're at. Just kind of
Gil?
blocking the wall. Or like creating like a wall of force.
I guess we don't have our passports to put in the thing.
Tommel, since you got a 32 on your Arcana, you would know Conglomerate. Passports are their spell books.
Try something. Put spellbook in there.
Bubble disappears.
So there's that.
That was very bold of you, Tommel.
You could always start a new book. No?
After a fashion, you hear kind of a really strange kind of ratcheting sound coming from the hole in the middle, and then out pops a bright yellow ticket.
Excellent. Takes the ticket. Does it say anything?
It says 876 in Old Jernarin. It seems that this is like a docket number. Like this is you're the 876th person to enter into this space.
Got it.
Like an
Cool.
amusement park. That's your ticket.
That's so funny. I was thinking, oh, it's the DMV.
You get in there.
I
There's just
said it
a
right
line.
before you.
There's just a line. Yeah, but you're on mute.
Yeah.
There's a huge line in there. No, okay, so the bubble is no longer barring your entrance.
All right, let's move forward.
If I take the book out, does the bubble go away?
So if you put the ticket in the hole, you again high arcana.
Yeah.
You put the ticket in the hole. The book comes back out. It reseals the door.
Got it.
So you could like lock them all in here and just run.
That's true.
Oh boy.
Okay, so on the left side, as you enter into this hall, you see that there is a door. It looks like this, very similar to the door that you entered in, except that it has a door handle. This specific door on the left doesn't look like it has a locking mechanism. There's no keyhole, but it does look like it has a very like dense sheet of ice kind of across its entire surface.
Oh god, not another ice area.
Looking past that, you would see that there are two doors, one there and one there. And as you kind of made it to here, and Tommel and Scarin, you'd be noticing this more so as you're kind of walking over it, the grating that you're passing over, it sounds like, and then looks like, there's water flowing beneath you. Quite a heavy amount of fluid, and there's a slight tinge of gold to it. It seems to be entering into the space from the right and then moving to the left. So it's going through this wall. Underneath this wall, rather. Make sense? So, ice door, two doors on the left and right there. Looks like there might be more doors up ahead. And there looks like there's a massive
More door. Sorry.
crack on the ground there.
Not a crack.
Queera. Do you advance at all?
I mean, I want to give people room to catch up with me.
Okay. So as you're kind of passing by, Scarin and Tommel light-footedly kind of moving across the grating, as Cindrix and Sarah move across it. Bit more noisy, just like Queera was. In response to them moving across it, you hear a loud thud, like stone being slammed against stone, coming from inside of the complex. And Queera, it sounds like it's coming from about where the cracks are.
It's one of those big block things from Mario.
Yeah, it is a thwomp. No, it's not a thwomp.
Well, there's a lot of broken tile over this way. I suppose we may as well keep moving forward.
There's another thud that hits, and you can actually see the ground seize upwards a little bit, and stones kind of break up away from it as if something underneath the ground was slamming against it. It hits that one more time, and as you kind of all look in that direction, it goes quiet.
Is it a Diglett?
It is a Diglett.
I'm so sorry.
Diglett dig, Diglett dig. It's a Doug trio, sorry.
Oh, Doug Trio, yeah.
Even better.
Oh no.
But, again, Scarin, being as perceptive as you are, it seems that the thudding was in response to you kind of walking over the grates and making noise with them. Passive perception would get you that. Okay, so then what happens? Oh, we got a furry boy. Why are you blocking?
Does
camera?
Scarin say anything about that?
I don't know, John. Does Karen say anything about that? Are you muted, John?
Are you eating pudding?
Are you-
No, I'm sorry, I missed that.
So, Scarin, did you hear the part about the thudding?
Yeah.
So it was in response, what you would identify, it was in response to people walking over the metal grating and causing a bit of sound. And this guy is being a hamburger.
What if it's a crocodile over there, alligator trying to come up through the floor to eat us?
I will ask him
Maybe
very
we don't want
politely
to
to
step
go
on the
away.
crates.
You don't want to fight a crocodile?
Hmm.
You think
How
that
tall the ceilings?
What I want in character and out of character are not always the same thing.
Ceilings are only about 10 feet tall. Not really much altitude.
So what you're saying is, don't step on the grates.
Seems like.
That'd be great.
Stop.
These doors, do
Yep.
they just look normal?
So the one to the south looks like it has a keyhole, and the one to the north looks like it has a keyhole.
Gil,
Yes.
you want to get your key out?
Yes.
One-time use. It's the same as the.
Indeed.
So you might want to know.
What?
The silver key
The
works.
key's only
once.
one-time use.
Oh, this is like the keys back at the.
That's correct.
Which way do we want to go?
Because are both doors the same or they look different?
Pretty much identical.
There's more doors down here.
There are. And more grates. What are you doing, you little fucking...
He wants to show us his little booty hole.
No, that's not his butt. That's his face. You got the wrong side going. If you want that, this is.
Oh, look at that little face! No,
New babies!
They are the DM
New
now.
babies!
don't bully him.
What a hamburger. Okay, so yeah, the south and the north, there appears to be no difference door-wise, other than directionality.
Well, then we go with the north always.
Let's go.
We
So,
can't allow the south to rise.
That's true.
God.
Inspiration, you can have it. So, you place the key in the keyhole, turn it. The second it turns fully, it disappears. And I'm making hand gestures, and you're not seeing them. My cat is now interested in the TV screen because I moved the mouse. Very invested in that. Okay, so the door opens, and on the opposite side, you see
Oh,
What
lots
a-
of dead people.
appear to be metal beds with large frames underneath them attached to wheels. On them are, as was stated, corpses. The corpses in question do not appear to be bleeding, they appear to be bloodless. And the other thing that you note is they all appear to be heavily frozen. This space, more so than the hallway, is cold.
Are they dismembered like we see out here?
Uh-huh.
Is there juice flowing through under the grate?
There is.
I would like to come in here and hop over the grate.
Okay. There's a... Just to be sure, you didn't jump onto a space with a grate. Okay, cool. I know there's some spots that are tricky. But yeah, you hop over. Okay.
And I just want to inspect the bodies to see, like, can I tell?
They're all elves.
Ooh.
And
What?
What?
they're all elves, and you can make a medicine check if you'd like, Gil.
I'll be right back real quick.
Yep. Sufficient. The one thing that is consistent on all of them is that they all seem to have the tops of their heads cut off.
Oh no.
And it doesn't look like there's anything inside of the skull cavity.
Oh no. They Hannibal Lectered him. Is there any arcane activity that this would
Yeah, so for an artificer, you can go ahead and make an
remind me
Arcana
of?
roll. And Tommel, you're trained in Arcana, so you can make one as well. But yeah, I'll give a DC subtraction for the artificer because this does have to do with constructs.
I don't know.
Oh,
This is
shit.
too much for Tommel. I don't know anything.
Yeah, so Queer with a 24, you would know that one of the reasons why the conglomerate is seen as kind of a very difficult force to fight, at least from your knowledge, again, dated as it may be, is that they were known to have creatures in their employ called nyctalopes. And a nyctalope is a construct that is basically powered and powered by the typical forces that you'd use to make a construct. However, the problem of giving constructs agency has always been an issue. You can go to the far degree and create an undaunted, and then it is a sentience all its own. It is not a subservient. It will do what it pleases. Or you can create a golem which has no sentience and is programmed to do thing. The conglomerate had nyctalopes, which have humanoid intellect, but are forced to be controlled and serve at the pleasure of those that created them. Yeah, the conglomerate are assholes. I'm not gonna.
They suck. Gosh.
I mean,
Okay.
they do suck.
Well, it seems like this is probably something they used to create enslaved constructs. We should probably leave this alone.
Super serious topic. And again, sorry that we are in a subject matter just in case anybody gets, we just want to make sure that that's on the table. It's going to get weirder. But yeah, I put the cat on the screen to make it slightly more palatable. Conglomerate nyctalope sites are the worst. But yeah, that's what this appears to be. A farming facility for Fae and their delicious, delicious brains.
You said this door does not have like a keyhole, right?
Correct. Just a sheen of ice on it.
Alright, I'll try to push it open.
It appears that the hinges would relay that it opens towards you. And once you kind of factor that, you pull, the ice cracks and breaks. The door opens to reveal a solid sheet of what appears to be compacted snow, filling the entirety of the hallway in front of you.
Cindrix?
What is it that he always?
He can shoot firebolt, I think. Yeah.
How do you have like a plane? Okay, fireball. I guess.
Firebolt. Bolt.
Bolt.
So he shoots it, and the first couple shots do seem to melt a bit of it, but it seems that it's a very high level of compacting. It doesn't instantaneously melt the entirety of it. It seems that he would grow tired after a fashion and only kind of maybe clear like a small bit of it. The amount of fire damage that would need to be done it needs to be consistent.
Does it seem like, I mean, maybe this is obvious, but does it seem like there is like a magical effect that is like generating this coldness?
It definitely seems to be the case that this was done magically and has been allowed to linger due to the temperatures present within.
Well, I guess that's that.
Okay.
I'll jump across.
All right.
These have keyholes.
Correct. When you get to that other side, you hear what sounds like sniffing coming from the floor.
That Doug trio. Okay. Well, it's like when there's a mystery, your mind just kind of fills it with whatever you know.
And it's Doug Trio. Always. I'm always thinking about Doug Trios.
The Alolan Doug trio.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And what's the palm tree guy called?
Executor.
Executor.
Also the Alolan one of that as well. Why he's so tall? Why he's so damn tall?
What
Oh, neck, baby. It's
could
all
I do?
neck.
Blazing brand onto my glaive and just hack away?
The hacking wouldn't do anything, but the holding it against it would. It would be more sufficient than the firebolt, which is like dot damage just happening and then going out. It seems to work a little better, but still not in a way that's going to clear more than like a foot around the head of the glaive. And I'll be honest, don't waste the spell slot. Cindrix, being a fire aficionado, would have known that. Like, the guy has feats to make him better at fire burning.
Yeah.
So he knows that after the fire bolts didn't work, he knows that this is something that requires, like, a consistent amount of fire, like a flaming sphere or something.
I think he has that.
Yeah, if he wants to go for it.
Let me make sure. Sorry.
No worries.
Burn his slots. Burn his slots. Burn his slots.
100%. Get rid of them.
I mean, you gotta use them somehow, right?
Right? You're not using him as a barbarian.
Right. He does have, and he has it trained. I mean that it's
Prepared.
ready.
Yeah, do it.
Okay, so if you want
Alright,
to cast Flaming Sphere, you certainly can.
Down the hallway, yeah.
Okay, so it seems to bear resistance. Like it's not going to just go straight through like easy enough. Why did I click that? It goes through though, but it seems to be moving through at a much slower pace than it normally should be allowed to. It's meeting resistance.
Like a slow motion cut.
What's its duration?
Duration
10 minutes or a minute?
minute.
just click
1
the
minute.
Okay, so
Yeah,
it is sufficient enough to put a hole through the material, but without being able to follow up on it. You don't know if it made it all the way down or through the hallway or not. It just kind of went through, and you can kind of now have like a because again, the sphere is not 5 foot wide. It just kind of occupies that space. I would say that it's probably closer to about. It says 5 foot diameter sphere. So yeah, there's a hole that's 5 foot diameter straight through like the snow at ground level. Which for some of you is going to be kind of a squeezing, kind of crawling situation. But
Yeah,
for
it's
some
gonna be
of you-
tough.
Some
It's
of
gonna be
you
real
just can
tough
walk
for
through.
Tommel.
Yeah, if you want to check it out, you can certainly. But it does look like, at the end of it, at the end of this long hall, there does appear to be something. I just need to figure out how far away it is.
Does it look like the ice is like going back really fast as the sphere travels through the little tunnel?
No, it's just slick and kind of glistening. Yeah.
This is a weird place.
Let's never go back to Camelot. It's a strange, funny place. So, yeah, 60 feet through. Okay. And, yeah, that checks out with my minute timing, too. Cool. All right.
Did you want to go check it out?
Yeah, Tommel goes unless someone stops him, but Tommel can't see, so
What about the burb?
Can I
The
cast
raptor.
light on Tommel?
Yeah.
And so you can take it off Sara and give it to Tommel.
Okay. Well, I will do just that. Bear with
I imagine it's the wizard hat that's glowing. Like a big bright target on his head.
Oh,
The
goodness.
squishy part.
It's not making me feel good about asking you to go.
Here, I'll
We
make
could,
sure everyone can see you.
Go, go.
We could send your bird. Oh, but you have to burn a spell slot to see through the bird, right?
No. No, I
You
just
don't?
pull it out of the extra dimensional space.
Then,
You only have to burn the spell slot if you cast it.
then don't. Oh, is it too late to not send your fragile little rabbit skull?
No, Tommel's going in.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh,
it's,
look at that suspicious health bar.
it's being stupid. That's his.
Okay.
Sure it is.
I
Sure.
can go in with them.
You see,
Okay.
it's still full. I'm
Yeah.
good. I'm good.
Can you fit?
It just
Skinner?
mysteriously just starts going down.
It's
and we're
5
all
feet.
It's
fine.
going to be a squeezing situation for anybody besides Tommel. So
Never mind.
if you want to follow, you would be inhibited from being able to retreat very quickly if you run into something not nice.
Scratch that. Nope, all set.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Tommel has Rabbit Hop. Tommel has Misty Step. Tommel has Umbral Juke. Tommel has a lot of oh shit buttons to get himself out of situations.
That's fair.
I made this character for this reason. I didn't want John to kill me again. In a tiny hole. Expeditious retreat.
If I wanna
starts
play a small
collapsing.
creature, I have to be able to get out. Yeah.
When did you-
It's not- never again.
When did you get killed in a tiny hole?
One of the first
God.
games we ever played together.
Like
Oh.
fucking 8 years ago at this point.
About right, yeah. Okay, so let's see why this is happening. Oh, I see why this is happening. This is stupid. Dum dum dum. Did it just flash for a second?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting.
That was
And now I
weird.
can see my token,
Yeah.
but nothing else.
Yeah. Hold on.
Is that a lightning strike? It's just-
The roll 20 effects are getting top tier.
That's what it felt like.
And you're good. Okay, so when you come out of the snowy area, you realize you're coming to the end of a hallway, and you can see that the hallway concludes with not being completely covered in frost, but the ground does seem to have a certain slickness to it. You definitely realize that moving at this point would probably be difficult. So yeah, it's difficult terrain. To the right, you see a large iron door, bigger than the doors that you've seen so far, and it is ajar. All across the ground in front of you are footprints, and from what you can tell, the footprints seem to have a webbing to them. You'd also be able to hear what sounds like clinking of metal on stone and metal on ice, and you can hear coming from the
Oh my
north. And you're a smart lad, so I'm gonna give you a free.
As Tommel hears the speaking, can Tommel quickly cast Comprehend Languages?
Click comprehend languages for me real quick.
You understand the literal meaning
No, no,
of
no.
any spoken language?
We're not paying attention to that part. We're paying attention to the
Sorry, what
components
action?
part.
Verbal.
Verbal. If you wish to cast comprehend languages,
Oh,
you are
yeah.
definitely not going to
Yeah.
be able to do so quietly. If you wish to do it, you can.
Oh,
He's just
yeah,
like,
I
what's
guess-
that?
Yeah, that'd be fair.
And yeah, again.
No.
I
No, I guess I'll try and determine what language it is Tommel can, but
make an intelligence roll.
okay. I just click intelligence. Right. I
The
forgot how to
highest
do it for a sec.
intelligence in our group.
Sufficient. So the language that's being spoken here, from what you can tell,
Yeah.
is a pretty rare one, but easily acknowledgeably there's no way you can miss hearing it and not know what it is. It appears to be a Kuatoan dialect of Undercommon. If you speak Undercommon, then those weren't just guttural weird noises. It would have been words, but I don't think you do, right?
Nope.
Okay.
I only Dorvish in common.
Did you say Ugathoan?
Kuatoan.
Hmm.
Kuatoa are fish folk that live in the Foul Deep.
Oh,
Those are awesome. I love those.
Fish folk, yeah.
Yeah, I guess Tommel is a glowing bright target and is just gonna run back down the hallway and tell everyone what he heard.
Makes sense. Okay, we'll go ahead and put you back on the map there. Coming back out. And, there we go.
I'm sure if we all move, I only heard one voice from the sounds of it.
It sounded
Or
like one.
Was there multiple shufflings?
What's your passive insight? Is it higher than 10?
Passive insight is 14.
Definitely sound like somebody was scolding or like directing others.
Heard.
Sounded like I was talking to my players.
Right, not like the mumbling of someone to themselves.
Yeah, it definitely sounded like someone was like barking orders.
Mhm. I relayed that as well.
Like when you bully your cat.
Yeah, like when I bully my cat, who's currently being very good, just laying
Aw.
here on the.
Well, you just said it now. He's going to be a butthole.
No, he's good. He's had enough screen time. He thinks.
Thanks.
I think he's snoozing.
Mine is snoozing, yes.
Jay, don't.
Do we
don't-
want to go in the tunnel of snow and or skip it?
Or we check the other door first. But there's no guarantee Tunnel of Snow doesn't.
There's no silver key either.
Oh yeah, that's
Well,
true.
there's more hallway
trying to-
that we haven't explored.
But now we have a problem, right? Well, I've
Exploited.
melted the snow.
Yeah, we have now melted a hole between us and those things to come and attack us from behind.
The door can be closed.
Yeah, I'll close the door.
The
and
door can
then-
also be opened.
You'd note
Well,
that
hold on.
once it closes, the frost kind of shatters a bit, having been opened and closed. You'll see that there's a mechanism on the left side that allows it to be dropped down this mechanism, and it will bar the door. The door's open towards you.
Can I use arcane binding to bind the doors
Yeah.
together?
So you can bar it and then bind it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Well, binding.
And the way
I don't think binding would work because the doors weigh more than 20 pounds.
they do weigh more than 20 pounds.
Yeah.
Do I need to though?
You can just bar it. It has a bar.
I
mechanism.
want to bind it.
know, it's a
I
really
got
cool
this
spell.
damn cantrip. I want to use it.
Well, what you could do is if you have I can't think of anything cool.
What about tying it? Does it have handles? No, right?
Yeah. So it has handles. You use those to open it, and then the handles have kind of these up kind of bars, and when you pull the bar down, it'll slot into them, and also on bars on the sides of the door. So it's locking, like at the edges and in the middle.
And I'm binding the bars.
The bars are a part of the door. Nothing here weighs less than 20 pounds.
Fucking doors.
I said it was
Alright,
all
fine.
iron. It's all iron for a reason. I can't do it. I'm sorry.
Do you just want to capture somebody and we can tie him up and leave him?
Bam!
Yeah.
You hop over, Scarin, and land to the other side.
Yeah.
Okay, so you definitely hear the same sound that I explained to Jijo. It's kind of like a sniffing sound. Zach, is your positioning correct?
Nope, sorry, I went too far.
Okay, so Queer, as you jump over and head over in that direction, you definitely hear the sound again, but then it stops.
Do you all hear that? That sneaking sound.
Immediately as she opens her mouth, the floor blasts open, and a massive chitinous being slots right into the hallway. Hold on a second here. First the hole,
That was kind of
That's
funny.
cool.
and then the creature
Like
Nice.
a ruptured
bursts
pimple.
Hell
out.
yeah.
Those of you
No.
who are really close to it, immediately upon seeing it come out, there are these strange looking like eyes, these very, very strange looking eyes, compound eyes. But above them are these really weirder looking eyes. They're so strange, so weird. I need everybody who's everybody. God damn, it's everybody, isn't it? No. Cindrix and Tommel are fine. So these
Woo!
people need to make a charisma saving throw.
Oh, shit.
We're all fucked.
Already established no face in the party.
So I'm going to be completely real with you. This dungeon was set up for the Threshold of Revelation Sunday game. Like it was like on the map keyed, and I was like, oh god, they're going to walk right over it. Well, oh. So Sarah, you're good. Everyone else isn't. You are. You can't take reactions until the start of the Umber Hulk's next turn. And on your turn, you roll a d8 to randomly determine what you do during your turn.
That's fun.
It is a confusing gaze. Okay, so let's go ahead and get initiative out on the board. Umber Hulks are my favorite. Well, they're not my favorite, but they're up there.
Oh yeah, 14 club.
Descending.
Hey.
Everybody on the board? Looks like it. Tommel, you are first. You can't really see the small eyes, but based on everybody's reaction to seeing it, you kind of have an inkling something's
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah, Tumble is 3rd level spell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
9 and 8 is 17. Okay.
And I'm gonna heroically
Move around
stay
the
back
barn.
here.
Alright. The creature moves forward, and I'm just going to eat this owl, I guess. It's going to claw you. You are not incapacitated, so I don't have advantage. But your AC is super low, so I hit with all of these. Unless your
All
AC
that.
is your AC 13.
It is 13.
Why is that not rolling? Oh, it rolled like a million times. Okay, cool. Okay, so in total, those of you who are cognizant, also even if you're confused, you watch it rush forward, grab a hold of his wings and start tearing. You can see feathers kind of peeling off and blood kind of rushing out of him. And then these two beetle-like mandibles kind of slam directly into his neck. So it's going to be a total of a lot of damage. Hold on. 24 plus 19 is 43. And that bloodies you, right?
Yeah.
The description was accurate. Yeah, just rushes forward, grabs a hold of him, just tears him apart. Does not keep a hold of him. Mostly just pulls a bunch of it off. And seems to be kind of like...
Said 43.
Yeah. Seems to be kind of like... It's like large mandibles kind of slam into him, pull him in, and kind of bites with the smaller ones. And as the owlin kind of gets discarded aside, it's kind of got like a bit of owlin meat, and it's kind of doing like that weird kind of thing beetle mouths do. Yeah. What Zijo's doing. Perfect. Sarah, you're up. You were not confused, so you can have your turn as you like it.
Okay. I want to rage, and I want to move here, and I want to attack recklessly.
20 hits. Alright.
And my second attack.
Hits. So what you realize is the creature has a heavy kind of armor, shell to it. So when you bring the glaive in, instead of kind of going for just like a direct true strike, you actually ride the plates to try and lodge them in between two. And the first one hits and bites in deep. You kind of pull it astride and then look at that same spot, try to hit it again, and you do, but since it's already been wounded, it doesn't seem to kind of wound as much. Again, no mechanical thing there, just justifying your rolls there. Solid damage. It is not bloodied yet. Sarah, you're done?
Yes.
Queera, you were confused, right?
Yeah.
D8, please. On a 6, the creature takes no action but uses all its movement to move in a random direction. Roll another D8.
I'm just picturing a Roomba
1,
running
2,
into the wall.
3, 4, 5. You move here.
Cool.
Alright, Queera done. And so you would know that seeing it was what caused you to be confused, right? During your turns beyond this, if you are looking at it, you're going to have to make another save at the start of your turn, okay? But you can try and not view it and kind of look away from it. Obviously, you can't cast spells that require sight, so on and so forth. All limitations therein. Gil, you... Just so like this is like... You just stare at it. They're the most magnificent little eyes that like above the compound eyes, it's like these glowing, beautiful, just gemstones of like scintillating light to you, and you're just like deer in headlights. Cindrix also failed, so D8.
Oh no, I thought Cindrix you said wasn't Cindrix and
Oh,
Tommel.
Cindrix is outside. That's right. Cindrix can act as normal, unless he moves forward.
Wait,
5,
did I
10,
miss my
15,
turn?
20, 25, 30. Yeah, you just rolled a 1.
Yeah.
That's it.
Because Tommel was next to him and
Yeah, but it
Okay.
just moved up, so you're starting your turn within 30.
oh okay.
So you got to make a charisma save now.
Okay, gotcha.
So I'm just standing there staring at it like a dum-dum.
On a 1 through 4, the creature does nothing. Yeah. Okay, so he'll fail. Go ahead and roll a d8.
Okay.
So 6. Roll a d8 again.
Yep.
1, 2. He moves directly north 1 square and just kind of hits the wall. All right, Scarin, you are up.
Am I confused if I got hit?
You're starting your turn. Okay, so I understand. You can roll again.
I haven't rolled.
Charisma
I was just
saving
curious.
throw. Charisma saving throw. Sorry, you can roll charisma saving throw again.
Oh. Where's... Sick.
So yeah, the D8 will roll, and the 2 means you do nothing. So you're kind of like in pain, and like as you're kind of brought to pain, you kind of look back up at it, and you can see its eyes again, and it just kind of sinks into you, causing you to stare at it like Gil is. Tommel.
Just a first level this time, though.
That's fine. Alright, that will bloody it.
Chip.
Alright, so I need Sarah is the only one who passed. So I need Sarah to go ahead and make a strength athletics check. Okay, so it, after getting hit by the magic bolts, kind of lifts its head over and looks down the hallway towards Tommel, and then kind of just drops its arms like a bulldozer, kind of on the ground, and braced, and then rushes forward, knocks Sarah prone, knock Scarin prone, who can't save against or can't contest against it, and knocks Gil prone. And we'll end up here. We'll also knock Syndrix prone. And wow, I didn't change. I'm silly. It'll end up here, and that's its turn. But everybody behind it is prone. I didn't change the. That's weird. I did change it. So silly. Okay, it's done. Sara's up. Go ahead and make a charisma saving throw again.
Okay.
You are definitely not affected by this thing. You can go ahead and act at your pleasure.
Okay. No, I want to use half of my speed to get up,
Mm-hmm.
and then I want to move here, and I want
it.
to.
Hit.
And then hit again.
Huh?
Oh, not sure.
No,
I
yeah.
didn't.
No, neither of those will hit.
Okay.
So
No. Can I bonus action my new ability?
What's your new ability? Oh, Storm Ciara. Yep, so it makes a dex saving throw, which you just failed. So go ahead and roll
1d6.
1d6, yep. Takes the lightning damage. Yeah, it's guaranteed damage. That's good. Okay, so it turns its attention back around, looking over to you, having lost its attention for Tommel. Sara, done. Quira, you are up. You are technically in its area, but I'm going to say because there's a wall there, you're not looking at it to start, because you're kind of in an alcove. So if you'd like to look at it, you can, but that'll immediately result in you making the roll.
I'm not gonna look at it.
Okay.
I am going to. Vortex Warp Syndrix.
Okay.
Does he
He passed, or he failed.
will he allow me to move him? So I'll move him like
Yeah, Johnny's not here. He has no
over
choice.
here, out of the reach of the thing.
Okay.
And then my homunculus will pew pew.
Oh. It needs to make a charisma saving throw.
Oh shit! Wait, it did.
Well,
I
no,
think
starting
it failed.
it's starting its turn here too, so it gets
I
another.
think it had already failed.
Okay, yeah, but it's starting a new turn here, so it's gonna get an attempt.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, so it's
Oh no!
roll a d8.
Aw, it's
Oh.
doing its best.
Yeah.
It does nothing. All right, Queera done. Gil, you are up. Charisma saving throw. That's the second time you rolled a 14. I'm so sorry. That is a failure. Roll a d8. Does nothing.
So I just lay on the ground.
Yeah, you just kind of you can't even lay down. Like
No,
you're
I'm
doing-
prone. Like it knocked me
Oh,
over.
yeah,
I
that's
was
right,
just
that's
laying
right.
on the ground. He's just like, what is happening?
so beautiful.
No,
Just
look
reaching,
at that.
reaching out
Is that
towards
a
it.
carving? Yeah.
So Syndrix will have the same queer effect. It's back behind a wall.
Okay. Can I use half his movement speed to get up?
Yep.
Can I see Scarin from here?
Yeah.
Scarin, you're bloody, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. 1 second. Okay, I want a healing word, Scarin.
Okay.
Go. And
Not that much.
bonus action, huh?
That was a bonus action.
Nothing.
Oh,
He
And-
put an extra number in there.
oh. And can I Holy Lance the?
You're gonna turn to have to look at it. So if you want to attack it, you're gonna have to make a charisma saving throw.
You know what? No.
Or you can do it blind and make the attack roll at disadvantage.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll make it with disadvantage.
Sure, go for it.
Let's just
Holy
see
Lance.
what happens. I don't want him to really look at it.
Yeah, it smashes against the wall near Sarah. Alright. Cindric's done. Scarin, you are up. You are lying down, but you're still in my eyeballs. So go ahead and make your charisma saving throw. You're good. You can do what you like.
Okay. I didn't think I was going to do anything, so I didn't prepare.
I thought I was just going to stand here and look at it.
Really? Yeah.
Surprise, surprise. You were awesome. You rolled good. Yeah, I think that's like... It's weird, because like the highest chance to succeed is Magpie, and she's gotten a 14 every time. It's so bad. I'm so sorry. It's so close. It's so close. It's one off. But what are we doing, Scared?
I'm going to do...
Oh, lasers.
Oh, shit.
Standing up.
Yeah.
That's a good start. And then...
Then...
Damn, okay. Okay. I'm gonna click this spell description here. Do you have the spell token?
I don't think I've casted it yet.
I think I've dragged, or I think I made it already though.
Did ya? You did.
Just drag and drop it, and then put that on top of them.
Let me drag you. Oh, I put it in a weird place.
It's gonna be weird. That should be good. Okay, perfect. Boom! Smash of earth just erupts from the ground, and it takes all of the damage.
Can I move still?
Yeah, you get half your speed because you.
Just gonna step back.
Okay, so the hole in the ground, it definitely looks like it's traversable. Like you can walk around the outside of it. Just count it as difficult terrain.
Okay.
The whole portion, and it doesn't look like it goes very deep. It looks like whatever was beneath it has basically kind of fallen in. The burrowing wasn't. It didn't create a hole. It kind of fell in on itself. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you. It kind of collapsed and then made a little...
Yeah.
Like it
Yeah.
moved the stuff behind it, filling in the hole.
Correct. Then it goes to
Oh, the little kitty belly. I
Tom.
touched the belly.
It's very good.
Sorry.
It's okay. So you pop out, charisma saving throw.
Yeah.
It was a trap.
Damn,
It's
okay.
almost good.
Beautiful.
Natural 20.
He's just like pops out those
18 to hit.
That'll work.
big
Damage.
shiny bunny eyes.
10
Alright.
necrotic.
So as the earth spikes up and kind of slams into the chitin, it kind of turns its head like over its shoulder. So when you pop around, you're only seeing the one eye, and it kind of doesn't seem to take as deep a hold as everyone else. Cast forward the spell, smashing the like spectral hand into its face, and you just watch as the top eyes go shut, and the compound eyes start to kind of like strangely bug out, and it just lays in the erupted earth, no longer moving.
Bug out because it's a bug.
You know, I was hoping to get acknowledgement from the audience and not trouble anyone in the space, but I guess my subtlety was not sufficient. But yeah, the Umber Hulk dies in that space.
Nice.
It's traversable. Like you can kind of maneuver around the thing. I think the erupting earth is the bigger problem.
Is there anything useful in its like corpse?
Difficult terrain. Okay. No, it's no.
Just a big dead bug.
You can use the mandibles as crafting materials, but you don't know what recipe they would be for.
Uh, yeah, definitely
Take
taking
'em.
those.
And yeah, I don't think you have. Is anybody trained in nature here?
Yes. Yes.
Why
yes,
would
yes.
the ranger be trained in nature? Why?
Or
Oh,
the druid.
Zara!
The barbarian
Zara
is.
always comes through.
Tommel's not nature, right? Or-
Tommel is
complete
trained in
me, that's
religion,
why.
unlike the cleric.
no,
Yeah.
Cindrix is trained
No, we
in
just
religion.
complete each
Oh yeah,
other.
sorry.
Johnny
No,
did
that
a
was the
good.
last game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the last. Game.
Last game. Last
So,
game.
If
Right,
you
right,
have
right.
nature trained, you can make a nature roll.
We only got the one.
Zara made a roll.
Sarah, so you'd be aware that Umber Hulks, their plating on the back is very, very, very rigid and can also be used in components for recipes that you, again, don't have, but would know that there's a high dollar value and also an importance put by traders on Umber Hulk, like spine, the chitin on its spine.
Oh, then I would start.
Yep. With that
Putting
nature
that-
roll, you're able to kind of pull a dagger out and kind of get to work tearing out the sinuous material underneath the exoskeleton of the creature and kind of rent the spinal plate off the back. It weighs about 5 pounds in total. It's not it's about the same size as a shield. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Maybe what it's used for. But yeah, you're able to kind of remove that plate and kind of keep it. All right. And then
We can throw it in the my bag of holding.
Because I would tell everyone this is valuable. That's like.
It'd take about a minute or two, yeah, as you're kind of like effectively skinning the exoskeleton. It's not really a skin; it's like
It's boning.
So, question:
deboning. it.
Does the effect take like? Is it lingering, or is it like the second the thing died goes why am I on the floor?
It has to re-up it every round, so that's why
Okay.
you were making the charisma saves after the initial burst. So
Okay.
now that you're no longer looking at it because it's dead and somebody's like digging into its back and ripping its
Yeah.
fucking head off, yeah, you're like,
Hell yeah.
what the fuck just happened? For sure.
Exactly. He's just like, guys,
Get out of here, Elizabeth.
what the frick?
Exercising, get the fuck out of here.
Yes.
Uh,
I love you,
It's-
Elizabeth. Never change.
pretty good. It's pretty good. But once you've got that all done and said and done, you move to these two other doors. The one on the south does not have a key hole. It's just a regular door similar to the one with the frost tunnel behind it. The one to the north does have a silver key. And we're gonna switch to
Does the bug have a silver key inside of it?
I looked.
Hmm.
absolutely.
Maybe he pooped it out. We should check his hole.
Hmm. Go ahead, Gil.
All Gil.
So yeah, it definitely looks like the hole that it erupted out of is kind of. It's probably about 10 feet down, like about the size of the Umber Hulk, that you could kind of go into. But it looks like it's pretty much filled in beyond that. It seems to have come from below, deep below where you're located.
No, pass.
Up ahead. Sorry, are we going through the south door, or no?
Yeah, we can open it.
Is that a yes?
Yeah.
Trying to
Okay.
check it for booby traps,
No.
Goonie style.
Inside, you
Okay.
see a slightly different circumstance in this space. So when you open up this southern door, you see similar kind of metal medical beds, but there are skeletons on these instead. They all have the same skull cavity, situation. The head seems to have been topped off, but it looks like these are just skeletons that remain. And then inside of this space, you see on the far side there are 2 chests sitting on the floor.
Oh.
The other thing you would note is that the water running through here, and Scarin, you'd probably be the one who catches it first, it doesn't appear to have the same gold tinge to it that the water that you have walked over so far seemed to have. The water that was kind of at the first room, or at the entrance, remember that color water?
Yeah.
It was like that, but less glowy. That was kind of in that first hallway. This appears to have more of a kind of green, kind of soupy coloration to it, the water here.
Does it smell funny in here?
No, it still smells sterile. It just strange. And there's a third chest, here, but this one's open and empty.
Can I inspect the chests for any traps?
There are none, and the mechanism is very simple. When you open it and pull,
And I mechanate it.
when you pull open the lid, inside you see a humanoid brain sitting inside of a gold bowl. Inside of the gold bowl as well and seemingly connected to the gold bowl, are these small silver-colored wires that are attached to the brain. And the more medically minded would note that the brain is also connected to like the brain stem, and the nerves are kind of just sitting inside of the bowl.
Guys?
This is not good. Oh,
Weird
God.
science. And the other treasure
The
chest.
man with 2 brains.
The other treasure chest has a similar surprise.
And also has a brain.
Detect magic show anything?
Yep. And with that, you'd also note that there's a slight trace signature of like what is very hard to detect in most people, but is detectable like when you're kind of lingering and looking at it. There's a certain essence of magic that living creatures have, and those brains have it.
They're alive.
Oh, can Cindrix do a medical check on these things?
Yeah.
Okay. Come on. Don't laugh like that. It scares me.
Gil is just like...
They are alive. It seems that whatever the mechanism is maintaining them. The nurturing of them seems to be a part of the case.
Can I disarm it?
No, you're gonna kill
like,
it?
You mean kill it?
Cindrix?
Yeah, if
Cindrix is gonna kill it?
If Cindrix wants to, he could remove the brain.
Cindrix, what are you doing with those brains?
Gil will be like, whoa, 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 whoa. What
Is
the
this something
hell
to
is
do with
going
your
on?
religion again, Cindrix?
Just putting it out of its misery, isn't it? It's still alive.
Does that mean it's suffering?
Is it? I mean, did they take this out of a living person? Or did they reanimate a brain?
And does it consent to its current existence? Or you
Can
want
you
to
do like mind stuff?
remove
Can you talk
its...
to it?
Queer, go ahead and make an Arcana roll.
Can
I
you
would
do the
just
sending thing?
Cindrix would want to like put it out of its misery.
You probably would, but we still can't
You have
just like
advantage on this one
kill
because
it.
of your other roll regarding the Nyctalopes. 20. Okay, so you're looking at it, and you're pretty sure if you had a person's brain, you could reverse engineer it, this thing to remove the brain that's currently in it and put someone else's brain in it. Like if you needed to.
I wouldn't want to do that.
Why would...
If you needed to, like if you wanted to,
Why?
you could do
Can
it.
anyone talk to it?
No,
Hmm?
it doesn't have a mouth to
No,
speak.
but, like,
or
with
ears to
sending.
hear.
No,
Oh.
but like
Oh, with
sending.
sending, yeah, you could
With
cast,
telepathy?
You could cast sending
Yeah.
at it.
Does
I
anyone have
suppose.
telepathy?
No.
Don't look at me.
Nobody has sending either, I don't think.
I thought.
There was the scroll. It has yet to be
Oh,
used, and it's definitely keyed toward
the
sending
scroll
towards.
and contention.
Don't use the scroll. It had some
Yeah,
points.
Johnny as the player and Syndrix as the character both are in unison. Like the scroll, if it's brought up again, like it would result in a segment where Johnny gets to awkwardly refuse and not say much towards what you're basically accusing him of, and him just trying to move past it without spending the scroll and succeeding because he's a charmer. And that's how I feel that would go. So we just had that interaction even though we don't have Johnny here. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. That's not intended as an insult. He's adorable. It was more,
We all know how
we've
it would
already
go
done this before, twice.
down.
This is the third time. It happened 3 times now. Cinder's like, no, I know this person. I can't. No. But yeah, skeletons.
Can we tell what type of skeletons they are? Is there any like identifying? Like,
Medicine
are they
sufficient. More elves.
So from my Arcana and Syndrix's medicine, do we get the idea that we can pop one of these brains into one of these bodies and
No.
like reanimate them?
No. So
Okay.
these bodies don't appear to have any mechanism to them. They are just skeletons. Yeah.
Oh, what about these guys over here?
Same. Except more fleshy and frozen.
Ah.
So far, all you've run into is corpses.
I mean, I agree that they probably need to be killed
What? Why?
eventually. Well, look, there's nothing just or natural about this. From what we know about the conglomerate, it's very doubtful that whatever happened to these creatures was consensual. Let's continue into the structure. Maybe we'll find a way to communicate with them.
We all leave and Cindrix just burns them.
Oh my god. Syndrix, don't destroy them. Understood?
Yeah, I don't think, out of character note, I don't think Johnny would go against the grain. Again, he has too much to lose on, like, that. If he's going
He'd
against
get fired.
Yeah. He just wants to put them out of their misery because it's sad, you know? But
right.
Well, he's right, but, you know.
if y'all say don't do it right now,
He's not going to do it.
Yeah.
yeah. Although,
He
you
wants
left the
to.
barbarian in charge and she wants to. No, we won't.
So, if you skip on over, you'll see that there's another door. This door has a silver keyhole, but there does appear to be a kind of grating that moves through the wall here that has an access point. Standing this close to it, what you can hear beyond is a churning sound. Sounds like liquid that's being churned. If you're familiar with a power washer, like at a restaurant, like if you've ever worked in a restaurant, like a power washer is the sound that's kind of being.
I love that sound.
It's pretty great. I wish I had a power washer in my house.
Yeah.
Instead, there's just me.
Oh, shit.
You're a power washer, especially if you dress up like a Power Ranger and wash the dishes.
There is a chamber beneath you that's filled with what appears to be a mixture of the yellowish water and some other sort of fluid that seems to be coming in from the north. The other fluid is kind of a bluish color, and once it starts mixing with the yellow, you can see that it's being churned out of this space this way. So it's like there's a flow, yellow water coming in from the south, and blue water coming in, like not blue like water, but like a blue colored like liquid, kind of mixing in the middle, and then it's all kind of flowing towards here.
Can I?
Also, I would like for Scarin and Gil both to make perception checks. Kira, your passive is what again? It's not high, right?
Mine's 16.
Can I do a nature check on this water?
Hold on a second. So, it's lower than a 14 passive
It's an
perception.
18 passive.
It's a 10. Mine's a 10.
Okay. I was just making sure that I didn't bar Jijo from a perception check. The two of you that just made perception checks both got it. There is a sludge on the ceiling of this 10-foot high chamber. And it seems to be moving slowly but surely towards Queera. Whether or not you wish to remain here upon seeing that is entirely up to you, but I will make sure
You
you
might
understand where it's
want to
located.
back up.
Yeah,
What
you
is
may
that?
want to, get out. Out.
Okay, it makes its way down a little bit further. Gil, you moving? Cool.
What's wrong?
There's some kind of.
There's a blob in there.
Correct. But it did seem that there was a pass around that door.
Yeah, I
if you
wanted
were-
to come out on the pipes here and then jump over.
Are you going to go out and do that, or are you going to stay outside of this chamber?
I mean, he would tell, like, there's a way around. Maybe I can open this door. Should I do it?
Yes, but the blob is still in there.
Okay. You said yes.
Oh.
Oh, wait,
Alright.
the blob. Oh, good.
Okay, he got as far as this, I think, and then saw that the blob is... How far is
Oh,
it still...
It's actually at this point starting to drip from the ceiling. Like it was like a sludge that was moving across the
Okay.
ceiling. Now it seems that there's drippings coming off of it that are like tentacles kind of moving towards where Queera was and kind of grasping at the air.
I don't think it can see.
When
Maybe
you,
it can
when you
smell?
turn over your shoulder and say that, everybody sees the tendrils move closer towards Gil.
Ah!
So,
Well, we need to destroy it if we're going to get through.
last call for Gil to. Do you wish to retreat from this space, or do you wish to remain in that hallway? The doorway. Last chance.
Fine.
Okay. Door's locked. Weird creature on the other side. Looks like there's a pathway that leads south.
Well, I mean, if it's not coming out into this hallway, right?
Right.
Well, we might as well get in there and fuck it up. Sarah, you ready to punch a slime?
All right. Always.
All right. Can I make it through over here with
Well,
it like
What we're gonna do,
blocking me?
because again, you are attempting to catch it off guard, but it's not gonna be caught off guard.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and kill the turn order, which has been sitting up there for a while, and then everybody go ahead and roll initiative.
But my question is, can I make it over here?
Yeah. Well, you're gonna be
Okay.
able to move. It's fine, but
Cool.
I forgot to click my token. Mistakes were made.
fix it.
You do it again and just edit
Oh
it.
yeah, I can.
Oh, I
I
did
can
it.
edit it. Yeah. I'm fixing. Cool.
All right. So
Looks like the villain from Fern Gully.
the
That's such a good movie. It's so underrated.
Definitely.
creature is going to be caught off guard in the fact that it's going to have some people acting before it in initiative order. Queera, you moved in, so that's your movement during this turn, and then your action.
Okay, I'm gonna punch.
Okay, so quick note. It's on the ceiling, just 10 feet
Oh.
over you.
I can't reach it.
It is technically within striking distance for you, so you can make an attack, but because of its positioning, I'm going to say that you have disadvantage on the attack roll.
If I
16 still hits.
okay. Five thunder,
Okay.
and we'll strike again. 25,
What is happening right now?
9 thunder.
Your
Okay.
Texas is coming out.
Oh, sorry.
You kind of like cause the creature to kind of ripple
Tuck that
apart
away.
a bit.
Just put it back.
Cindrix.
Okay. I think I want Cindrix to. Okay, I want to fairy fire it on him.
With Cindrix?
Yeah.
Okay. It's gonna make a dex saving throw.
A what?
It failed. Yeah, it's highlighted.
Okay, I wasn't the only one. Was I?
I heard it too.
What?
Okay.
What did I say?
Nothing.
What happened? No, I need to know.
There was a different consonant that half of us heard for
Okay.
an S instead of a D on that save, and that's okay.
Wait.
It's okay.
A sex save. A sex save,
Sex
Jonathan.
save, sex
We
save.
heard
I
sex
was like,
save.
what is happening?
Right. Well, you got to make your sex save before you deal with all this goop. Cindrix is done. Scarin, you are up.
Magpie Liz loves you too.
Yeah.
Alright, I guess I'm moving up here and being like, oh, okay.
Oh, what the fuck?
Uh,
It's glowing, kind of like a deep red. If that makes it better.
well,
Not
is
really.
the ceiling the same height in here?
10 foot.
10 feet.
Yep.
You're like, why can't I just fly? I just want to fly.
Let me fly.
You've been
Nothing but
Ooh.
underground dungeons.
from here. No, the next place is basically going to be his. It's called the Winds. But yeah. Go ahead.
Small tunnels.
Moonbeam.
Wind tunnels.
Oh.
You're casting Moonbeam on it? Okay. Alright, so it goes to its turn. It's going to make its con save. Oh god, to the back. It failed, so it'll take the 12. It's 12. It will smash down at Queera in anger, and it will also be retreating. So, hits. And this is going to be a bit complicated. You are wearing armor, correct?
I mean, it's like my weird magical armor,
It
I
is
guess.
magical.
Yeah.
Okay. That's important. So you're going to take 9 bludgeoning, and you're going to take 16 acid. And you notice that the creature's form is acidic, to the point where if this metal was not imbued with magic, it would be melting underneath its attack. And then you may make an opportunity attack as it gets the fuck out of this.
I'm sorry, can you remind me how much acid damage?
16.
And then I can do my
Opportunity. Hits.
opportunity. Okay.
Alright. Tunnel.
I can't really see anything from here. I'm gonna dodge.
Sarah.
So I just, because I was standing here, I guess I would have seen.
Yeah,
I don't know what to do. Alright, I'm gonna step in past tunnel.
it's all the way over there. And there's a moonbeam in between you and it.
Is it on the ground? Oh, so I would have
Ceiling.
to traverse. Oh, I would have to traverse through the moonbeam.
Yeah, and you have to
And
do
what?
so on the pipes, which are
You
slippy.
go around, right? No.
Oh, I'll take the dodge action.
Okay. Gil,
My bad.
No, it's fine.
you probably just saved her life because there's an acrobatics check to move across the pipes, and if you fail, you fall in.
I
So,
wanna.
I'm not trained in acrobatics.
yeah, that's why I said
wanna-
probably just saved your life.
Well, then
I'm
you're
not
welcome.
trained in acrobatics either, and I can't do
Thanks,
anything from
Gil.
here.
Okay.
I don't
Dodge.
see Gil on the map.
Yeah, dodge.
Okay. Sufficient. So at the end of the initiative,
It's out of your sight.
at the end of its
Around the
initiative,
corner.
at the end of the initiative order, it will blend in. So it basically looks like there's just solid black ceiling over that way, and you don't seem to see it anymore whatsoever.
It's very fired though.
Oh shit!
It falls into the wall, and
Yeah.
there's just a glowing circle on the ceiling. Nobody can see me. I'm being sneaky.
That's true. So a correction. Let's take into account what's currently in effect because it's time over. So we're going to start the next session with the top of the initiative. Fairy Fire has gone for 1 round, and that's coming from Syndrix, which is being concentrated on. Moonbeam has gone 1 turn,
Yeah.
and it is concentration as well. So 1 turn of each, and that is it. Any other things that are in effect right now that I need to know about?
I don't think so.
I'm gonna move this off the map. Here.
The temporary hit points, right?
Oh yeah, those are in effect, but those last forever. So taking us off the map. Thanks for watching those that did, and we will see you next Tuesday.